the place for the realest conversations.
I appreciate United Garden Homes for stopping through with a check for $2,000.
Yes.
Some people came through anonymously.
Yes.
Dropped off money. The family has received those funds. And whatever you can do, if everybody do a little, nobody has to do a lot.
The movement continues.
What are some of the conditions in the jail that got people upset, like the living conditions on a day-to-day basis?
We'll come out of our cell at 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll get food and we'll get medication. So that shortens the time. Out of those 2 hours, we'll probably get an hour out, and then we'll have to lock back down. And by lock back down, I mean we're staying in our cell. We get fed in our cell. We don't come out of our cell at all, and that's pretty much the biggest problem. And they simply say that they're short-staffed, but that's not enough because they knew that they were going to be short-staffed. Like, this has been a problem for over 2 years now.
The marathon continues.
There's never been a better time to make change in the city of Milwaukee, starting with the youth. And we talked about the housing. Willie Hines, y'all boy Willie Hines, and they trying to change the leadership over there. We got our hands full, and it's not the time. But we got attorney B. Ivy Lamar on the lines right now, calling from the courthouse. How you doing, attorney B. Ivy Lamar?
Hey, what's going on, Tory? I'm good, man. Happy to be here.
Joining me on the line, Dr. Umar Johnson. How you doing, brother, Dr. Umar Johnson?
Peace and Pan-Africanism, good brother, Black Power, to all my brothers and sisters in Milwaukee, Kenosha, Green Bay, Racine, and across the state of Wisconsin.
Yo, peace, King. I'm going to stand with you and walk with you, brother.
God bless you.
Because I think it's an important thing what you're doing, and you need to have the support of the community. Regardless if we live in these areas or not, it all affects us in one way or shape or form.
It's time for that action and all the smoke. This is the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association award-winning Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Man, best show in the world, bro. You got the best show in the world. Hope you know that, man.
God bless you, brother. I appreciate that.
Big up to you both. Thank you so much. Tory, you spoke to my kids. Liz, you did too. But you spoke to my kids, and when I tell you both that they was talking about what we did earlier that morning all day, that's literally what they was doing. They was talking about it all day. My son was just hollering,
Awesome.
Where's Tory? Like,
I wanted to make sure that I let you know that to hear a person and have a person like you in this community, the way that you are selfless, the way that you give, even when your cup is not even full, you are filling other people's cup. And that just inspires me to make sure that I help you the best way that I can by doing my part.
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm, stay focused.
Now, live from the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is the king of talk radio, Tory Lowe.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready. 101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. And I'm here for the action.
And nothing but that action.
And I want all the smoke.
Who wants the smoke today?
Salute to all my brothers and sisters on the front lines. The marathon continues.
The movement continues.
How y'all doing out there in radio land? How's everybody doing in the chat? We got another powerful conversation for you today. So I'm gonna need y'all to open up your ears, okay? How y'all doing out there in radio land? Who we got in the chat? We got S.C. Kawanda, Sincere, Runny Ray, Real Jeff, Not Really a City Girl, Sir Chance in the chat. I see you, Sir Chance. And we got Lori Patterson in the chat.
Salute. Zaire Jones in the chat. Jeff. Hey, look, we got another powerful conversation for y'all today. And I've been dealing with this situation. I just talked to the family. There was a woman in the city that was found unalive by a local grocery store. She was found unalive, and I've been in conversations with the family. I made a post about it 2 days ago because when they originally put this story out here, it could have been anybody. They didn't humanize the story. It was just a body found by Allenz, a grocery store for Titonia in Capitol. It was quick. It wasn't no real laid out what happened situation. And the family told me that they're starting to hear a lot of people in a conflict between what people were saying and what the police had told the family. So all they asked was if the police had any information on video about what happened to let the family see if their claims of that it wasn't any, foul play, or if there was a situation where she unalived herself, if they had that, let them see it. Well, to this day, this happened on November 28th. This situation happened on November 28th. To this day, the family has not seen any video to kind of, give them closure to the situation. Now, I got a Dear Tory Lowe letter that I want to read on the air because this is something that, it's been going on. A lot of people, this is how they reach out to me. They write me letters about what's going on in the community and what's going on with their family and how they need the community to help. And many times I read a lot of these letters over the years. I'll read a few of them on the air. But this is a situation where the family has an unresolved situation. And I just got finished talking to one of the family members, and at 2 p.m., hopefully they'll call in and kind of give us an update on what took place. But just to give you all a background on the situation, I'll read you the Dear Tory Lowe letter. Once again, this is a sad situation, so Dear Tory Lowe, hello everyone, my name is LaShawn, and my family and I are searching for answers. On November 28th, my cousin's body was found in the bushes at Allenz, which is a local grocery store on Titonia and Capitol. There are rumors on Facebook that her body was thrown from a car. The police are giving us other information, and we request footage that they claim to have, but they refuse to allow the family to view it. So let me tell you who she was. Charlamagne Nixon, born 9/20/1987. She was a mother of two, a high school graduate, and a college graduate. She was not homeless. She stayed with her boyfriend, who lives in the area where the body was found. She was a happy, bubbly person who loved her family, and her family loved her. And we just want answers. Sincerely, LaShawn. Understand what I'm saying? This is a situation where all the police had to do was show video. And this would give the family closure on what took place. Now, I heard that the detective told the family that they, to call for them to view the video, and then when they called, he was on vacation. So, I mean, what is going on here? What is going on here? If the police have any video footage that can help this family, they should let this family see the video. Now, this reminds me of what happened in Brookfield. This is where the man was found hanging at the golf course, and they said that it was suicide. But yet, the family asked to see the video, if they have any video, just to make sure. You know, I'll tell you this. Closure is so important when you lose a loved one. And and this is what the police are supposed to do. If there's no investigation, if you claim it's a suicide, if you claim that this person took their own life, let the family see the video. How you came to that conclusion, but here we go. This is where I say, when you add stress to an already bad situation, and it's coming from law enforcement, it's coming from people that are supposed to protect and serve, this is horrible. This is terrible. To allow the families to live in limbo about their loved one. And this is what I don't like about the whole thing. These families are left hanging by law enforcement that made claims, oh, no, it's nothing going on here. It's nothing happening here. Keep it moving. No, they can't. They can't keep it moving because, like I said, you raise an eyebrow every time there's a death and you know that the family member was not in a space where, okay, it's not making sense because they was just full of life. Then they raise an eyebrow, and it's up to the law enforcement or the detectives to make sure, okay, this is what we have. We don't see that it's a problem here. Look, have a family member, a close family member, look at it, and boom, you don't have this problem. And this is where I say this is where the mistrust comes in when it comes to law enforcement due to things like this. Due to situations like this. Why do I have to jump ropes? Why do I got to go through the ropes, do an open record request when you got the video right there? That's crazy. Like, okay, well, let me get an open records request. It's going to take God knows how long to get the video, and we still got to go through a funeral process. We still got to go through all of this grieving, not even knowing what's really going on. That's just adding trauma and stress to not only the family, now the community got trauma and stress going on because they wondering what's going on, because now the family is reaching out to the community, is on the news, and now I got to get involved because they ain't got no answers. It could all be so simple. Let them see the video. Let these families get closure. If you're saying something and you got video and you're telling them it was no foul play and you're sure of it and you have something, it would only make sense to allow the family to understand what truly happened so they can move on. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more conversation, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
And that's Tory Lowe, bringing you all the action and all the smoke.
This is 101.7 The Truth's Kyle Wallace, and I am Milwaukee. I take great pride in being a 414 boy and representing the city that I love. The great memories I have of going to Northtown Cinema to see movies with family and friends, to going to Capitol Court to see the Black Santa Claus, this city has helped shape me into the man that I am today, and I pledge to utilize my voice as a way to advocate for you in our community. Join the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations where you can speak your truth. We are the award-winning 101.7 The Truth, Milwaukee Black Talk.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are much closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
I'm very familiar with Gruber Law Offices because they're always out in the community.
Gruber Law Offices are known to be honest, hardworking.
They're always involved in our neighborhoods.
Gruber Law Offices make our community a better place.
They are the best. For nearly 40 years, Gruber Law Offices has helped people throughout Wisconsin. If you're injured, we're here to help. One call, that's all.
Wisconsin would not be the same without Gruber Law Offices.
Ho, 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 my back.
Santa?
Ho, 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 Gina Della from Pella. You've been a good girl this year.
Is that why you're in here building new windows?
Yes. Next year, how about just asking for a Pella gift card? My elves are used to designing windows from other places where they're all pretty much the same. But Pella? Ho, ho, ho. So many customizations and designs. My elves aren't qualified, so Santa has to put in some overtime. Ho,
Let me make a call. BRB.
Frighteningly fast Pella team at your service. Let us take it from here, Mr. Claus. And Gina, next time.
Yeah, I know. Santa already lectured me. Ask for a Pella gift card.
What if you need new windows or doors, but you're on the naughty list?
Then this will definitely help. Right now, at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, get 0% interest for 24 months.
Ho, ho, ho! Visit the Pella site. And to all, a good night.
PellaWI.com.
Server restrictions apply. Ends 12/31/2025. This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Yeah, I came from the curb where the gutter speak fluent pain. Rusty hydrants leak memories every time it rained. No cable in the crib, we just stared at the ceiling stains. Plotting on a lick while the sirens played musical chairs again. Grams in the cereal box, razor blade calendar. I was weighing out my future while my teachers used to fail at me. Mama worked 2 shifts till the light stayed amateur. So I practiced on a scale till the numbers acted flattering. First flip was a 20, turned it to a clean deuce. By Friday I was neck deep in a pair of new boots.
101, 7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. A Wisconsin homeowner sues USAA after insurance reverses flood claim denial. We got video of this if you're watching as we broadcast live. Let's listen.
For me, that was, I was distraught.
3 decades worth of collector's items, movies, and memories gone.
We tried to handle it, like, okay, well, we'll call insurance and we'll look for guidance. And that guidance never happened.
When Chris Tabor moved into his New Berlin home 10 years ago, he specifically had sump pump failure coverage built into his homeowner's insurance. In August, along with thousands of other Wisconsinites,
I believe our sump pump backed up because of the stormwater going in the drain, and I think it just got overwhelmed.
Okay.
But yeah, that was the only reason we had water.
But that was covered, to your understanding?
To my understanding, it was covered.
Insurance.
Yeah, I felt safe.
Safe until USAA denied Chris's $10,000 insurance claim without ever sending an adjuster.
My heart just sank when we got that.
Chris hired insurance attorney Justin Wallace, who sent this letter to USAA stating his representation. In a matter of days,
USAA simply turned around and said, we are going to pay this claim.
When you got that email, what was your reaction to that?
It's honestly a disappointing feeling. Like, I'm happy that I got a good result for Mr. Tabor, but it's sad to know that there are, thousands of people who are probably getting these same denial letters.
Denial letters, Justin says, most customers accept, walk away from, and then never get paid. Now, Chris is suing USAA to get his attorney's fees paid for. We called and emailed the attorney on this case and USAA to ask why it took Chris hiring an attorney to get his claim paid. A spokesperson for USAA wouldn't answer my direct questions and said in a statement that they can't discuss the specifics of any individual claim.
I think a lot of people's frustration is that they feel taken. They feel like suckers and chumps for doing everything they're supposed to.
Hey, all right, and I've been talking about this. You got to make sure that you understand what's on your policy. And I tell you, many times they do deny claims. And then he went and got an attorney, and attorney fees is not it's not cheap. But he's going back to get the attorney fees paid for. But I'll say this, like, so many people don't read their insurance when they get the insurance. You got to be very specific in what you want for insurance. You can't just say, okay, I got this plan and just go ahead and sign off, or I got house insurance. No, you got to have that flood insurance. You got to have what he had. He had made sure that he had the right kind of insurance just in case there was a flood. He got denied, had to go take it, to the next level with an attorney. Oh, you know what? got the letter from the attorney. Oh, you know what? We gonna pay this. That's crazy work, but this happens all the time. This happens all the time. This is not, I mean, he was fortunate enough to get an attorney. Some people don't got, some attorneys just to even get them on your team, you got to have a $3,000 to put down on it. This is, and it's a lot of people that during these floods got denied, but they, you got to make sure the language is straight. I just got some insurance, and like I said, I went over it with a fine-tooth comb and let my attorney look at before I signed it. Now I won't even sign anything without somebody in the legal practice looking over and making sure that it's an A1. Go right ahead, Andrew.
Is ChatGPT going to take that job?
ChatGPT, I guess they say it does a great job. But I think that right now, for a lot of people, they are using ChatGPT, but I think that there's still some hiccups. I think that there's still some hiccups with ChatGPT or, any type of service. They're only gathering information that they're getting off of being online. But as time goes by, I think that as it gets more, we only looking at the tip of the iceberg with a lot of this AI and ChatGPT. I think that eventually it'll have everything lined up to where you can actually go to ChatGPT and get actually exact or more accurate information when it comes to legal stuff, legal steps. Also, I want to talk about this story. Once again, there is protests in Milwaukee, Wisconsin with ICE. They're saying that there's going to be a new ICE facility. There's continued protests at the current location. A lot of people, they're saying, hey, ICE is they want to live in they don't want to have the paperwork straight. I mean, they don't want to, they want to live and be able to develop. But I'll say this, I wish and I want people to live and develop. But ICE is a reason for, when you have people coming in without no documentation, it's a reason to try to get everybody in a space where, okay, we can hold them accountable. If you got people running in and out of the country and they ain't got no documentation and you can't track them and something bad happens, then, okay, it's a problem. It's a problem. And if it's laws that say you shouldn't be here in a certain way, then that's the law. Now, y'all want me to go after Lil Ray and them for breaking the law? And many times on this show, we have to confront different ideas of people breaking the law, harming innocent life, doing X, Y, and Z. And I don't see this as no different. I don't see it as no different. I'd say throw them all, dunk them in the trash, to me. Yeah, people always want to add something extra to people, oh, I see it this way. No, that's why the law was written. Okay? Well, we got video of this. People are not too happy about this. ICE prepares the new facility, I guess. The protest is going on. We got audio on this. Let's listen.
ICE out of this entire state that we love so dearly.
Fighting ice.
Immigrants are welcome here.
And temperatures below freezing. Roughly 100 protesters gathered outside the U.S. Homeland Security building in Milwaukee.
ICE is not welcome in Wisconsin.
Others welcome ICE's work.
To remove people who do not belong here, who have broken the law to come here.
The federal government leased this building at Knapp and Broadway since 1999. In 2023, MSOE bought it. The school says before then, the federal government said it was going to leave within months, but ended up staying. And MSOE says federal law requires the school allow the federal government to stay. Something some students aren't happy with.
It's really important for MSOE to recognize that they inherited this lease. They chose to accept this building where they knew ICE was conducting enforcement and removal operations out of it.
ICE is planning a move to Milwaukee's northwest side. Fox 6 obtained city records revealing the city approved occupancy for ICE. Other records Fox 6 obtained show the proposed security fence with black privacy slats. The fence application says it'll be 8 feet tall and have anti-climb mesh. Other city documents Fox 6 first obtained in January say the federal government will use the space for processing of immigrants. It says that's for non-detained people checking in. as well as for processing detainees heading to detention facilities. Back in January, ICE said there were no plans to use the new space for detention. In the trove of city records, Fox 6 learned the building might not just house ICE. City records also revealed the city approved a suite remodel here for the VA.
Okay. Sounds like a lot of construction going on over there. They just threw that in there at the end. I may have to look into that. They about to build a new VA over there or something like that alongside the ICE Center. A VA and Hey. They're gonna house the old veterans over there and ICE. That's what the Taco Bell KFC combo. I don't know. It's just wild to hear that. I'm gonna try to look into this VA thing. But when I was in Minnesota, there was a huge ICE immigrant situation going on because many companies, they use a lot of people that are undocumented, that what they used to, as far as cheap labor. And then, ICE would come and try to raid a lot of the companies because they had a lot of undocumented people. But what I found out was, a lot of those people, they were being taken advantage of in the country without any legal documentation. And it was a bad situation that took place where one of the younger girls that had no documentation was being raped. And they called me to help. And I tried to call the police, and they was like, I can't call the police because these people are not supposed to be here. So I had to go and finagle a couple different ways to try to resolve the situation. But I walked away from that whole situation thinking, how are you somewhere and you don't have any rights? That's dangerous. It's kind of like having a drug house, having a bunch of illegal drugs in it, and then somebody come and rob you, and you can't even call the police. You can't get no help. You just gotta take what they doing to you. That's a tough situation to put yourself in. All right, well, when we come back, we'll have a pop culture report. Truth Nation. Stay locked in.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
The holiday season is here, and the countdown to 2026 has begun at Lake Lawn Resort. With all the holiday stress happening these days, imagine waking up next to a cozy fire in your own private suite along the shoreline of Delavan Lake. Enjoy much-deserved pampering at the award-winning Caladora Spa and special holiday dining options throughout the resort all month long, including at the signature 1878 on the lake. Book your holiday escape today, and don't forget to purchase those last-minute gift cards and receive free bonus money at Lake Lawn Resort, where the spirit of the season comes to life and everything is truly better at the lake.
This is your Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin Community Impact Moment on 1017 The Truth.
I want you to really stress the importance of having an ethnically diverse blood supply. But I guess, what do you say to people that, for whatever reason, are apprehensive about giving blood?
It's not by accident that we are building this fixed donation site right in the heart of this Halyard Park, Harambe neighborhood. And to your point, our black and brown donors, it probably represents the smallest demographic in our donor base. That's attributed to multiple reasons. For those of us that understand the history, there is a lot of underlying mistrust of the healthcare system. And quite frankly, there's already challenges with how busy people are, how accessible they are to even know where to go to donate blood. And let's face it, a lot of folks are scared of needles, right? But when they get through all of that, the importance, I think, is a heavier burden on our black and brown communities, because there are a lot of different blood diseases that require what I'll call more of a match in blood that only comes from people of similar ethnicities. Something that's specific to our black donors and patients is something that I think your listeners are very familiar with: sickle cell disease. The only therapy that get them through their day-to-day life is blood transfusions. And it's not just what I'll call average or normal blood type or blood transfusion. It's actually a specific blood with a specific type called RO blood. And this RO blood typically only comes from people of African descent and Hispanic descent. And so that's why it's so important that our donor base is diverse, so that it helps our ethnically diverse patient population.
To make an impact by donating blood in your community, visit versity.org today.
This Associated Bank Sports Center update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Andrew Zimmel. The NBA Cup quarterfinals begin tonight, and it'll be without defending NBA Cup champs, the Milwaukee Bucks. The Bucks are off until Thursday night's home matchup against the Boston Celtics. And Milwaukee Brewers second baseman Bryce Terang was announced Tuesday as a member of Team USA for the 2026 World Baseball Classic. 26-year-old Terang was a Gold Glove winner in 2024 and broke out at the plate this season, hitting 18 home runs and 28 doubles. And Wisconsin running back Cade Yakimelli plans to enter the NCAA transfer portal, according to multiple reports. Yakimelli joined the program as a 3-star recruit in the class of 2022. His role shrank this season in a crowded running back room. Yakimelli received only 38 total carries over 10 games. He now enters the portal with a final year of eligibility remaining. This True Sports Update was brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams, member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Pop Culture Report brought to you by GP.
What it do?
Truth Nation Insider. GP.
What's happening?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm feeling good. It's always another good day when I get to open my eyes. That's how I feel right now.
Hey, I'm still going off the Packers win.
You still on a high?
Yeah, I'm still feeling good. I love it when I beat the Vikings. I love it when the Packers beat the Bears. And if we did both, I'm feeling good right now.
They get a chance to do it again in the same month. So hopefully, hopefully they make that happen. So
I'm feeling powerful.
I hope you're feeling powerful. We got to stay powerful. The Packers are looking powerful, too. But, today, I don't really know how to kind of go about this one. But obviously, Steve the Stoner, beloved Milwaukee.
Steve the Stoner.
Yeah, I don't know what you want to call him. Figure, entertainer, artist.
I think he's more of a social media entertainer.
I feel like he's the guy in the hood that does a little bit of everything.
He's like the uncle. They call him Unc.
Basically, we'll call him Unc. Yeah, so Unc Steve the Stoner, he's basically going viral right now. I know we had some snow over the past weekend, and Steve the Stoner took it, upon himself to kind of go out in the road and kind of provide a little bit of entertainment. And so I'll let Andrew kind of cue the video up. But basically, Chris Brown kind of thought, somebody needs to stop Steve the Stoner.
Well, Chris Brown was using this one move with the leg, like at his concert. So they watching Steve the Stoner because everybody, Lizzo, They took the leg thing that he was doing, so they always checking on him to see what he got next.
Now, they always watching Milwaukee.
Right.
They always got their eyes on Milwaukee, but I'll let Andrew kind of cue the video up so people get an idea of what he had going on.
Pick up your clothes, I had them folded. Meet me at the door while it's still open.
Okay, so
I know it's getting cold out, but it's not.
I think that at the end he does a little like twerk shimmy, like
I don't know.
like
Somebody got to take bro phone.
He said somebody got to take his phone.
Oh my God. I don't know what's up with Steve the Stoner. Steve the Stoner, he finds a way to stay relevant and stay popping. He has, I know he had the free concert thing that kind of, took over the summer. He was here at 3rd Street Market Hall, I think one day after we ended work.
With Luda, yeah.
Right. I think he took over the UWM Student Center one time as well. I think he performed in front of the precinct, outside where I think they had, whether it was Intake or something like that. He finds a way to stay relevant. He also popped up on Casanat's, stream.
Because of his dance, the dance that he was doing. I think that right now he's Milwaukee hip hop. I call it hip hop because it's not gangster music.
Right.
What is being thrown out there. Plus, Milwaukee made the Rolling Stone for having the most influence on TikTok. So Milwaukee has found a way through social media to affect the world. and our dances are extremely popular. It kind of remind me when New York started breakdancing.
Right.
Like it's like we hit the reset button, but a lot of the dances got a little zest on it. It's got a little zest.
It got some stank.
It's a little zest on it. Sometimes a lot of people look at that and be like, it's good dancing, but it got a little. It's kind of zesty almost, a little bit of zest on it, and that's what Chris Brown was talking about. That little twerk and that little shimmy at the end with the twerk, and he just started laughing and said somebody needs to take his phone.
Yeah,
but
I didn't.
A lot of people. That's not the first time Steve the Stoner was. A lot of when he did the drop down to get your eagle on one of the videos. And, yeah, I mean a lot of people. He's made people used to his style now, but a lot of people have always kind of looked at a lot of the things in a way where, okay, what is that? It kind of crosses the boundary between masculine and feminine a little bit.
I don't want to say it's zesty. I think, as speaking for myself, obviously here, I'm not the best dancer in the world. I can't emulate and I can't replicate any of the stuff that he kind of does, whether it's kind of like pop locking and shuffling, and I don't know what you want to kind of call
They saying it's sus.
I mean, I don't.
But I think a lot of people play on that.
I think it just looked crazy because he started twerking and shaking and he just stepped off the camera. Why was that the last move you did?
Because I think that right now it's a formula. Like it's to be in that mid ground between zest and sus. And it's always people, inquisitive about, what's that? Because, he did this whole routine, but Chris Brown, what he was really emphasizing was the last part.
No, yeah, for sure. But I think when we talk about, again, Milwaukee as a whole in the hip-hop kind of scene, a lot of people have a lot of eyes on it because it's so, I don't want to say abstract or kind of different, but there's just something that you can't replicate here in Milwaukee. Obviously, Steve the Stoner had Uptown, Downtown. There's people like Chicken
And he can rap.
Absolutely.
Let me tell you something. He can rap. He got a song where he's talking to himself. Steve the Stoner can rap.
Are we talking about Fell Off, Bounce Back?
It's a song that it's him looking in the mirror, and he's rapping to. It's kind of like a duality,
like a parody,
like T.I.
Right.
Okay. Kind of like that. So he got songs that fall in that space where he's rapping to himself, the good side and the bad side, the side that got sense and the side that don't got no sense.
Right.
He can rap.
Absolutely.
I've watched those. I mean, I looked on a lot of his things that he have done, but he knows how to entertain too. So he got into the entertainment, the more shock value, the more dance routine type ideas as well.
Yeah, I know Chris Brown was trying to kind of make light of it or make a joke of it, but we actually really do need to give Steve the Stoner his flowers. I think he has kind of captured what Milwaukee kind of is, whether it's rapping, whether it's dancing, because he's obviously had a bunch of viral challenges. I know he had the Andy, Mac, Jack, Tina thing. He had Uptown, Downtown, which obviously the whole world took over, and he got to link up with a bunch of different celebrities and kind of spread that influence and kind of that creativity. Right. And it kind of, led the way for
Uptown,
other people.
Downtown.
Right, and there's other people that came behind it. There's Big Frank, there's Maya P, there's Chicken P. There's a lot of other rappers that are kind of getting on.
Well, I think Big Frank came before Steve the Stoner. I think they got it popping with their dances before Steve. Right. I think that Big Frank and JP kind of opened up a lot of the gates. A lot of that low end, a lot of those dances, Maya P. There's a lot of Milwaukee artists that's putting out dance moves. And to me, this is the culture. Like, it's kind of like breakdancing, but it's not. They ain't spinning on the cardboard on their head. You know what I mean? It's just creative, wildly tight, antic moves that people like.
I mean, we didn't even talk about the other one. I don't know if Andrew's kind of seen this one, but there's the one where they kind of like, they do the thing where they turn around and they pat. And we'll talk about that another time. We got to get
Here we go.
You got to see this video to really believe what the dance is. But just for someone, again, that's super active on social media, these are the things that I see on my page all the time because people like to parody it or they like to replicate it. And they want to see it kind of grow and kind of expand. I think that's why, that's what we're kind of seeing here with, Steve the Stoner. Steve the Stoner, again, has found a way to stay relevant and kind of turn it into just his own thing. He's gotten to do a lot of different things. I'm not sure if he was down at Summerfest this year or whatever, but he's gotten to do a lot of performances, got a lot of kind of interviews and everything that's kind of spawned off of it. And it's just beautiful to see the culture kind of, bounce around from corner to corner, whether it be east to west or south or north. Everybody's kind of having their moment. We talk about how New York had the early 2000s. Atlanta kind of took over, early 2010s. And it seems like Milwaukee is at the forefront of the music kind of situation right now.
I always say the last shall be first. And Milwaukee is probably the last majority black city to get in the game the way it's happening right now. And, you know, Chicago, New York, and a lot of, you know, other townships that had majority black have popped out, did their thing. I think Milwaukee kind of got it on the back end where we always had talent. We always had people behind the scenes, or even if they was in front, a lot of people wasn't really claiming that they was from Milwaukee. And you thought that they was from Atlanta or somewhere, but really they was from Milwaukee. K-Camp, a lot of those, Tank.
Right, first person that came to mind.
Yeah, so a lot of, I guess it wasn't popular to say you was from Milwaukee, but now it's Milwaukee. And I think that a lot of the energy with the Bucks, a lot of the energy now with the Packers, now with the dancing and stuff like that, I think Milwaukee is just the tip of the iceberg of what we're seeing now with people investigating what is really here and what is really going on with a lot of the talent right here in the city.
No, yeah, I tell people all the time, again, me coming from New York, a lot of people have Milwaukee misconstrued. It's a hidden gem, and any place where you live is what you make it. But there's a lot of different things going on in Milwaukee, whether it's culture, the expansion, we're building properties and hotels and other stuff like that. They're trying to make Milwaukee a hub, and it obviously already is a hub for art, entertainment, sports, and everything else.
And a lot of those basketball players, they're starting to tell stories about being in Milwaukee.
Right.
A lot of people, even the food critic, the most famous food critic, I forgot, Keith Lee.
Okay,
he said Milwaukee got some good food. I think a lot of people just coming to Milwaukee because it's untapped, and they can get more content because it's untapped.
Yeah, I've had a bunch of people, that I've known too as well, come here and try to figure out, what is what, who's what, or who kind of runs this scene. Obviously, there's the big scene with all the DJs and all the club performances and everything like that. There's the artists. There's fashion as well. Fashion is kind of something that's very underappreciated in here, here in Milwaukee. We've obviously got big brands like Unfinished Legacy and stuff like that, who we get to see those young guys doing their thing and kind of they branch off and go spread their influence to the East Coast and the West Coast.
And the political scene has always been dominant. From out of Milwaukee as well, and the advocacy scene in Milwaukee is on the top level as well. Like Milwaukee kind of came last, but we here now.
But they're gonna do it the biggest. They're gonna do it the biggest.
We here now, so I tell people I be laughing because we all got our spaces, even the comedy, the comedians, the artists, the activists. Everybody's like. They are developing into a whole culture that the world is watching right now.
Yeah, I hope anyone, again, that, might be listening that's not in Milwaukee, again, come here, give it a try, see all that Milwaukee has to offer and what it presents. Again, Steve the Stoner obviously is having his moment. He's had plenty of moments prior. I wouldn't be surprised if this turns into a viral challenge. I bet money you see this all over your feeds for the next month or so, because it's obviously the winter time. So maybe
with the last bit of Sprite at the end, with the little
zest,
little splash, with the little zest at the end,
little splash of some zest on it, I guess. But shout out to Steve the Stoner and everybody else doing their thing here in Milwaukee, man. We support, we love everybody that's doing their thing, that's creative and
dope artists.
Right, exactly. Shout out another person too. I got to link up with Wave Chappelle as well, doing his thing.
Wave Chappelle.
And we've seen him in the
I love when he come in.
So.
I love when he come in to the studio. Wave is first class when it comes to freestyle. 3 bars.
He's doing the 31 days freestyle.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you.
I started following him on social media. He's doing his thing too. So again, shout out to everybody doing their thing. That's out there hustling, grinding like, Milwaukeeans or native Milwaukeeans do. So,
I love it.
I love it too.
Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more Pop Culture Report with GP. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
You are listening to the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com.
I'm going to say something. I'm a conservative, as you know. I might not agree with you all the time, but even when I don't agree with you, you crack me up. And the other guy, he just pretend conservative all day. And you do make me think. But when you do better than anyone, you think on your feet.
Now that was a compliment coming from somebody who is as Trump-loving as he is, that can appreciate what we do here.
Listen to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m.
This is Sherwin Hughes from 1017 The Truth for Axe Housing. Are you tired of paying a landlord rent when you should be paying yourself? Do you want to leave a financial legacy, or would you like to have a stable place to call home? Well, it's time for you to start on the path to owning your own home instead of renting. You can work with an Axe Housing coach, and they will teach you how home ownership can be a reality. Axe Housing has helped over 4,000 families in our neighborhoods. Many times your mortgage will be a lot less than what you're paying for rent. As an average Axe family who has been helped pays around $900 per month. No matter what barriers you think you're facing, Axe Housing coaches can assist you right now. An Axe Housing coach will help you create and stick to a plan and a budget and get you ready for home ownership. If you're not dreaming of home ownership by now, you certainly should be. Let's make it a reality with Axe Housing. Get started on a virtual orientation by clicking on axehousing.org. That is ACTShousing.org. Don't let where you are financially right now get in the way of your very bright future of becoming a homeowner. Axe coaches are here to help.
Your benefits, competitive. And you built a culture so healthy, it's practically kombucha. Also, you can recruit the best. Building the strong workforce your company needs, that's worth working for. And here is how you get there. Here at MATC, where skills get built, best practices get hands-on practice, and industry-led programs equip candidates for their first day. Going up. By graduation day. Here's to turning real up-and-comers into your next hires. Here's how you get there. Here at MATC.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Are you ready for open enrollment? Now through January 15th, you can explore affordable health insurance options if you don't already have coverage through your job, Medicare, or Medicaid. The Community Health Access Program, CHAP, helps residents find affordable plans and guides you through the enrollment process, connecting you with resources to support your family. CHAP is a program of the City of Milwaukee Health Department. Learn more at milwaukee.gov/CHAP. That is milwaukee.gov/CHAP or calling 414-286-8620.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Seven The Truth. Tory Lowe Show, Pop Culture Report brought to you by GP.
What it do?
GP, it's time for that weigh-in.
Oh.
It's time for that weigh-in. Andrew got the scale.
It's time for the weigh-in?
It's time for the weigh-in. Andrew bringing in the scale.
Oh, my God.
All right, so for those that are listening in, that's for those that are listening, there was a contest at the beginning of November that GP and Andrew were going to, who can lose the most weight?
I tried to duck out on this one, I ain't gonna lie.
And I think GP been kind of ducking out, and the winner would get $100.
This ain't even right.
No, it's right.
I got clothes on. I got my shoes.
It's December 9th.
I got jewelry. It's gonna add to it. I'm not gonna know if I lost no real weight or not.
Well, Andrew got his hat on. He got that Brewer's hat on, his glasses on. Y'all about the same. Got
Andrew
the same.
Step on first. Is Andrew gonna step on first?
I already did mine.
He already. Okay.
Now
so
bring the scale in here.
what?
Now where the scale at?
When we gonna get you? It's right by my feet.
Okay, so
jump on there.
I gotta take shoes off. How we doing this? How
we doing this?
Fully clothed.
Oh my God.
Fully clothed with the shoes on.
All right.
Did y'all weigh in fully clothed with the shoes on?
I did not weigh in fully clothed.
We could have done this December 1st.
Hold on, wait a minute.
However you wanted to do it.
Okay, so you gonna have to step on the scale too, Andrew.
I'll do it again. Yeah.
I'm gonna just say this before I step on the scale.
You got to step on the scale because we don't know. We got to be official.
Tell them the story about yesterday, GP.
What happened? Oh, damn. All right, so boom. So somebody apparently from, I think, next door or whatever, right? They ordered some Wendy's, and it just so happened to, waddle over this way.
Right.
I think somebody put the wrong address. And so Andrew, being the gatekeeper that he is, he talked me into it. He kind of finessed me. He was like, damn, that Wendy's been sitting there for probably an hour or so. It'd be a shame if nobody.
If it went to waste.
Yeah, these spicy nuggets and that chicken sandwich. So he tried to set me up. He knew what he was doing. He wanted me to eat that so it could add a couple, like 2 or 3 pounds to this today. And that's why they brought the scale in. A dual. I saw the scale on the dual's desk too. I'm gonna get on the dual when I get back upstairs. But I'm gonna step on the scale because I'm a fair sport. So
okay, yeah.
I'm gonna step on the scale.
He won his $100. All right, come on, Andrew.
I'll come in there.
Come in here. We need the raw. We need the raw. All right, if y'all watch this rebroadcast live, we got the scale. GP is on the scale. What is the official total?
I got 269.
269?
I got 269.
Okay, come on, Andrew. Here we go. Look, notice he took the camera off. Look.
I got 252.
What did you start at?
250. I started at 255. So
what?
We both ain't do nothing.
Hold on, wait.
Hold on.
255.
So I was supposed to do this.
Hold on, wait a minute.
I was supposed to do this.
Wait a minute.
On December 1st. So I've been like, all right, I guess we're not going to do this. So I've been going back to my normal diet. Now, GP, when were we supposed to weigh in?
I'm going to say, was it October 31st or November 1st?
All right, but it seemed like y'all still at the same spot.
No, December. My bad. December 1st.
How much did you weigh in at?
I was 256, I think, when I weighed in.
You actually.
So he gained weight, Tory. Tory, you gained weight. Tory.
How did you gain weight?
They say the camera add 10 pounds to your face.
Wow.
Listen, to make
That's
this fair,
wild.
no, I talked to a dude about this already upstairs. I'm willing to double the price. And we gonna double up.
Why should we double up?
No, I mean
4 pounds. What are we doing? You probably sweat that out last night.
I'm just saying.
Did you eat the Wendy's?
I didn't eat no Wendy's.
I destroyed that Wendy's.
Oh wow! So
yeah, that was my dinner last
That
night.
was that extra.
I had tacos.
Wow.
I had tacos after that as well. It wasn't a pretty night. I blame Andrew though. Andrew set the trap. I bet money Andrew ordered it himself. Andrew's name was probably
The thing
Mildred.
that started this whole thing was the celebrity basketball game. And we watched the struggle that GP was on defense.
How do you go through a weight loss challenge and gain weight? That don't make no sense. You reckless.
I told the dude, I said this wasn't fair. Dude put the pressure on me. Dude put the squeeze on me.
Oh wow!
But you know what? If Andrew is willing to make this bet, I will put up $200 on my own money, and I will bet that I get this
$200.
That I get this right by
For your
January
health,
1st.
we can't do this again. You'll gain more weight.
No.
Wow.
I like my odds. It can't get no worse than this.
That's diabolical.
We need to get the heart disease people in here.
All I know is my coach is happy with my performance. I played good defense, coach, didn't I?
Oh yeah, you was out there with the defense.
That's all that matters. We were out there for a bigger cause than
Look,
the win.
a duel.
Oh,
Got to
my
run it
God.
back. Those totals aren't good enough.
Oh my God.
The totals are not good enough. Andrew won.
Andrew didn't perform very well.
But he won. Whoever lost the most weight.
So all right, so is a dual paying?
Now duel coming down here to stretch it out because he got to give up $100.
I'm trying to make it on his investment.
He's trying to hold on. He's trying to hold on to that 100.
I'm willing to put up 200 of my own money. I will put up 200 that I lose more weight than Andrew, and I'm at a deficit at this point now. He got 9 more pounds on me. I gained 9 pounds and he lost 4, so now I'm at a bigger deficit.
You gained 9 pounds?
Now I'm doing bad math here. Oh, 14 pounds. My bad.
Wow.
14.
You gained 14 pounds?
We had Thanksgiving and everything too. What are we talking about?
Wow.
I deserve this money based solely on that.
I thought this was a body positive kind of workplace.
You gained 14 pounds.
I'm gonna go talk to Lisa.
Here we go. That is wild. That's crazy work.
It is crazy. I still look good though. That's the crazy part.
I mean, I ain't saying nothing about the looks. I'm just talking about the challenge.
Hey man, I tried. I didn't try hard enough. That's how I'm seeing it.
Give Andrew his money, not really a city girl. He won the $100 fair and square.
Did a duel pay him?
Did you get paid? Oh, a duel came in and didn't give you the 100.
A duel said that I need to lose more weight.
No,
exactly.
That wasn't the deal.
That's not the deal. I think the sponsor of this challenge is not pleased with either of the participants. I think we both let it duel down a little bit.
Yo, if we were all into January 2026, you put on 28 pounds.
28 is crazy.
You gained 14 the last month.
I got faith in myself now, though. Once I really lock in. You see me, I got my water bottle popping. I be eating my chicken, my Brussels sprouts, my
those
rice.
Christmas tree cookies, the ham, yeah.
You ain't see me eat no cookies yesterday.
Oh, wow. Yeah, this is a mess. This has got to be the worst weight loss challenge I ever experienced.
This is the Biggest Loser, the truth.
And nobody
really lost any
This
weight.
is like the worst. I've never heard a weight loss challenge go. I'm gonna write and see if this got to be the worst weight loss challenge.
Look, can we round down though? Because I got
y'all had a month,
but I got on 5 pounds of clothes
he
right
just
now.
weighed in. He said he started out at 255.
Right.
He down to 252.
No, I lied.
He just didn't eat breakfast today.
Boy, I lied. 262 was my original weight, and we got it in the text.
Okay.
So I lost like 10 pounds, and he gained 14.
Okay, well,
That's a
I didn't know. I was
34-pound
going off of
difference.
the information that I was given.
I'm gonna do my due diligence here. I got on about 5 or 6 pounds of clothes.
You don't have that much jewelry.
So I weigh 269. So I'm gonna say I'm a safe 262 right now. So I still gained about 7 pounds. But
oh wow.
But again,
here we go. Well,
from 262 to 255, Andrew's
I hope everybody listening sees just how narcissistic Andrew is. Andrew is controlling everything from behind the board. You giving yourself a round of applause. That's crazy.
This is crazy. I'm gonna say this. I think this weight loss, y'all need a rematch. I think y'all need to run it back.
We need better stipulations.
Yeah, because
we didn't have good enough rules last time. Apparently,
You took 9 days to weigh in.
I didn't have a scale. I didn't know people just had those ready at the go.
I went to Walgreens today.
Exactly. You didn't have so where did you weigh in the last time?
I went over. Same place you did. You went to the same place to weigh in.
I respect that.
Are y'all gonna run it back, double or nothing?
I got the money. I'll put it up.
He putting up $200.
200 up
well,
myself.
you should get 300 out of this.
Okay, all right, that's fair.
Because you got a duel with the 100, and then now you got an extra 200.
I think a duel didn't have the money in the first place. I think a duel
he had the money.
work out.
Well,
Showed
you
us
didn't get
the money.
paid. He came in here and didn't drop that 100. He's supposed to drop it once you won. He didn't drop it.
Tory, you were my weight loss coach during this whole thing too.
I'm just saying, but I'm not up to you getting robbed out of your 100.
So what was the biggest piece of advice Tory gave you on your weight loss journey?
He said, put down that piece of pizza.
Don't eat that Wendy's that came in.
Yeah, no, he came by yesterday and said it smells pretty good. You know what smells better? $100.
That's love. That's love. See, I didn't have a coach. It was just me out here doing my
Y'all
own
fat
thing.
asses. You gained 14 pounds on a challenge. You went the wrong way.
Hey man, y'all might as well get Ken in here. Y'all might as well get Sherwin in here. Who else y'all want?
I mean, that's crazy. When I heard you got, and then this guy, I said both of y'all don't look like y'all did nothing. He said I lost 15 pounds. Bro,
the weigh-in was crazy.
No, you know the infomercials that they play 3-4 in the morning. I took this pill and I lost 25 pounds, and they got that was Andrew. Andrew had on his grade school jeans. And he was.
You may need to get some ashwagandha gummies or something. All right.
All
right. When we come back, True Nation, we'll have more conversations. Stay locked in.
Coming with straight truth.
Everything got a message. I'll say this. Y'all can't be tired if y'all still messing with the negative energy. Every day I get on and say, the power of the tongue. Your impulsive negative thoughts, reacting, and these kids watching you reacting all wild and crazy. The programming you watching on TV, the music. And now, like Security Mike said, it's popular to pop somebody. It's popular now. And these kids they coming back to somebody's house. They coming to eat a meal at somebody's house. They hanging out with somebody in the neighborhood who got a house, who paying the rent. They hanging out with you. They may be your relative. They may be your buddy. That social acceptance is there. Understand what I'm saying? So when we really tired, we gonna cut it off. We gonna stop it.
Tune in to all your favorite 1017 The Truth shows all day, every day by downloading the Truth app. Where strong voices meet strong opinions.
The district had as a whole was 59.5. That was awful. It was bad. But it is not just the MPS story. It is a story for the city of Milwaukee when you talk about some of these schools. So when we talk about the state of education, we just can't always talk about MPS. We got to talk about Milwaukee as a whole and why there are so many failing schools in Milwaukee. But we bash MPS, understand it is beyond MPS. MPS just has to educate your kids. But I love the fact that we have have a new superintendent that is acknowledging that these scores are not good enough. I love the level of accountability. Castelia said in response to the results, she said, we need to grow more and faster to truly meet and exceed the expectations that our families and community have for us and the expectations we have for each other as educators. Our new literacy plan is the first step towards a stronger growth. And I love it.
Truth to Power with Kyle Wallace every weekday from 12 to 1, streaming live on YouTube and on 1017 The Truth.
Real talent is defined by what people can do, not where they learn to do it. So by stopping at the education section of a resume, you might throw away the perfect hire. You might miss someone who has valuable skills to offer to help your business thrive right now and in the future. Because the truth is this: Skills First Hiring helps you see talent others miss, like more than 70 million stars, skilled through alternative routes. When you let their story unfold, you gain a competitive advantage, because hiring managers who start with skills are 60% more likely to find a successful hire. See the real person, complete. See what others miss. Hire skills first. Learn why it's a competitive advantage at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
Milwaukee's Black Talk lives here. You are listening to 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory, Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory, Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 1017 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the second hour of the Tory Lowe Show. And I want to get right into it because we have a family that'll be calling in. Charlamagne Nix was found unalived in the bushes near a local grocery store on November 28th, 2025. The family claims that the police and the public accounts of the incident are conflicting, and they just want to see some type of proof of what the police is saying, because they're hearing people that are out here saying different when it comes to the situation. Once again, this situation took place November 28th. Sad situation. A mother, somebody who has been loved by the community. I made a post about this, and it went viral on Facebook, on social media. And once it went viral, the family just wanted to humanize their loved one, because the original story was just a blurb. Somebody found unalived by a local grocery store. It wasn't any coverage on it. Police had kind of said that she walked into the bushes and kind of left it like that. But now the family is saying, hey, we're hearing that people are saying that she was kind of tossed over there. I mean, I seen on my page a lot of people in the community that was very familiar with this woman. But we got the family on the lines. We got Kathy on the lines. How you doing, Kathy?
I'm fine, and yourself?
Blessings. Now, this is a very sad situation. It's a loved one that has been found unalived, and it was around the holiday season. Yet the family has no answers.
Has been found unalived. Yeah.
Can we turn that radio down so we can hear you?
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can. Now, what's going on?
Well, we didn't find out until December 6th that Charmaine was deceased. When we found out, we went through the neighborhood trying to find out information. We done heard like 5 or 6 different rumors of what happened. The police told us one story. The community is telling us a different story. And with the police story, we want to see what they're talking about. It's like they tell us to call them today. Then when we call them today, they tell us to call back tomorrow. So we're not sure what we supposed to. Yeah. Yesterday they told us to call today. When the family called today, they ended up telling us that the detective wasn't in, that we needed to call back again tomorrow. We went to the police station to talk to them. We didn't get no name of the detective at that time that we went down there. The only thing they gave us was a case number, and they said that we had to file some type of something just to get the records for the street camera. The community
open records request.
Yes.
And that takes a while.
So even if they still have not talked to us.
So it's almost like they just like, you know what, if you want to see the video, go do an open records request and wait for them to give it to you.
In other words.
Wow. When they could have just took you in the back, one family member, this is what we got. Now there's no more stress and the family can go on and grieve properly over the loved one.
Well, to me, it was like the officer that we spoke with, and I'm just going to be blunt, the officer that we spoke with, he told us that the detective that we were supposed to see was in the office when we went there. This was on the 6th. When he went in the room where supposedly the officer or detective was, he was in there for about 15 to 20 minutes. He comes back out and say, "Oh, he's not here."
What?
I'm like, "Well, sir, if he's
the family
not here,
the
can we get his name?" Yes, sir. So I was like, "Well, if he's not here, sir, can we get some kind of contact information, his name, a phone number or something?" Instead of them giving us a name or a phone number, the police officer said, and I quote, "Oh, I nor my boss wasn't here that day. So what we saw was that she walked into the bush, she sat in the bush, then she laid down in the bush, and didn't nobody notice she was there until they found her deceased at 1:32 or something like that." That's an open spot right there. And if someone saw her, they could have thought she was asleep or whatever, but we get in different times of when she went in this bush. We get in different times of what happened. We get in people saying that this, that, and the other happened to her, but everything that the community is saying, we're not seeing any proof. Everything that the police is saying, we're not seeing any proof of that. We just want proof. We just want,
right.
If you saw her go in this bush, officer, let us see you saw her walk in this bush and she laid there and died. I want to see that.
It sounds
if you don't show me, show her mom.
And that's all that would have to be
family.
done. See, and this is where I say this doesn't make any sense because this is only, a few seconds to say, okay, here, look at this video. It's only 2 minutes.
And that's all we saying. And it's taking them forever to even try to even give us that. So that's why we like, okay, what's really going on here? The streets is giving us something else. The police is giving us something else. And to be quiet and to be honest with you, the coroners gave us a different time. So the police and the coroners is not corresponding with the same thing. They're conflicting with what they said.
Now, this happened near Gallus on Titonian and Capitol, and this is the same area where the boyfriend lives. What's going on with the boyfriend? Has he responded to the family?
No. We don't even know if the boyfriend. I don't know. We're not going to make any assumptions.
I mean, I'm just asking
We're just going to do it like that. Yeah. I mean,
just asking.
I understand and I respect that, but I don't want to make any assumptions of something that we're not sure of yet.
I agree. I mean, like I said, it's something to where when we talk about somebody ending up in a bad space, because she lived with the boyfriend.
From what we understood, yes.
Okay, so I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying why she ended up in the area is because she's familiar with the area.
Yes, sir. And I also live in the area, so she have a few family members that lived in this area. That's why we don't understand that if something would have happened to her or if something was wrong, even if those businesses wasn't open at that time, she has a family member that lived less than 15 feet away from that spot where she was found.
Now, were there any other cameras available in the area?
It was a bunch of cameras out there. We went to Family Dollar. They allowed us to see the video. We went to Galaxy. They was more than willing and cooperative to show us the video. We also went across the street to Cosmo Beauty. They also was allowed to see the video. Only place that we was not able to get a video from was the check cashing place right there on the corner and also the nail shop right there. But they come to find out they're owned by the same company. So the check cashing place said that we would have to have the police along with a police report to bring the police up there with the mother in order to get the video from them.
And from the video that you have watched, what was on it? Anything to get you closer to what happened?
Nope, it's just showing her. It actually shows basically that when the young man found her and the guy that works at Galaxy, he was the maintenance guy cleaning up the yard, and a guy was coming across the street, and you can clearly see that when he noticed her, he stopped, and you can clearly see, like, am I looking at this? Am I really seeing what I'm seeing? And you know how you touch and see if somebody, if it's real? That's what he did. Then you can also see the young man bend down and pull her out the tree or grab her or something to see was she alive. And that's when you notice they ran into Galaxy to go get somebody to call the police.
What do you want the people that's listening to understand, and what do you need the community to do to help?
If you have any information about Charmaine, please don't hesitate to come up front. Even if you don't want to talk to the family, you can talk to the police. If you don't want to talk to the police, my name is all over Facebook. My picture is all over Facebook. My name is Kathy Burkett. You can inbox me. You can inbox any one of the family members. They are on Facebook. There's no way that nobody can get into not able to get in touch with us. We just want justice. We just want to know why, how, and when.
And the police says that they have video to show what, from their point of view. Why do you think that the police has not shown the family the video that they have?
We're not sure. We don't want to, we don't want to make assumptions of something. I was always told when you make assumptions, you make an A of yourself, and I don't want to do that.
Right. Well, I'll tell you this. I believe that the family deserves closure, and if there is any video footage that can give the family that closure that's in the hands of PD, I don't see what the issue is showing the family what they have.
And my question is, why is the detective spinning us? Why he's not trying to get back with us? It's many a times that we don't reached out. Why you not reaching back out? I'm not understanding that part. To me, I'm just going to be, this is my opinion and my thoughts that I'm saying right now. So if you want to quote me on it, you can. This is my opinion, Kathy Burkett's opinion. I feel like they feel like she's a statistic and they just want to sweep her under the rug. But she's not a statistic. Charmaine Nixon was loved. She had children, 2 of them. She has a mother. She has a father. She has a granny. She has siblings. She has aunties, uncles, nieces, and stuff. Uncles and aunts. I mean, she has a family that cares. You know, we all go through our issues. We all go through what we need to go through as a family. But when stuff like this, we got to find out what happened to my niece. And we're not going to stop until we do. We just want justice for Charmaine. She has a name. Her name is Charmaine Nixon. And we need justice for my baby. We just want answers. Her mother wants answers. Her father wants answers. Her brothers and sisters want answers. We want answers. And we're not going to stop until we get those. One way or the other. If it was for her time, it was her time. If it wasn't her time, we want justice.
I agree. And I think that, once again, the 5th District should help the family get resolved or show what they have so the family can move on.
That's all we want. We just want to bury my niece peacefully. We want, even if I have to go protest, I'm willing to protest in front of wherever I got to go, whoever I got to do it to. We just want to see this video that they claim they saw. If we can see that video that they saw, then we'll be at rest. We'll be at peace. But until you show us that, I can't settle for that. We won't settle for that. Her mom can't rest and grieve without us knowing what happened to her baby.
Wow.
That's her first child. Charmaine was her first child. Charmaine has a name. Charmaine was a college graduate. She was a high school graduate. She wasn't dumb. And I really don't believe that she would just walk up in there unless something was wrong. Why? Who was she hiding from? Who was she running from? If she was running from anybody.
Well,
we just want to know why she went over there in that bush.
Well, I'm going to definitely help assist the family in this situation. I think that it's more than reasonable for y'all to see any evidence that may go along with the police storyline if they have it. And once again, I appreciate you for coming on.
They got it, show it.
I appreciate you for speaking out on the behalf of your loved one. And I'm going to give you the last words before we run the break.
Mm-hmm.
What are your last words to the people that's listening?
I thank the community. I thank the businesses that assisted us with everything. I would appreciate it if anyone, and I mean anyone, the smallest little evidence that you got, the smallest little piece of information, if you don't think it mean anything, it might mean something to us. Please speak up. Please speak out. Please reach out to us. And if her boyfriend is listening, can you please just let us know what happened? If you was around her when this happened. If you wasn't, tell us that. We just want to know, baby. We just want to know. We hurting. We want to be at rest. And my niece is not resting. She's not at peace until we are at peace.
Well, I thank you for tapping in. Somebody in the chat says, who is the detective that was working on the case?
My sister has all that information. Okay. They wouldn't give it to us. They gave it to my sister.
Okay. Well, I'll definitely, after the show, try to round up that information and try to contact and see what is the holdup. And I appreciate you for calling in, Kathy. I thank you. And I will definitely make sure that we do our due diligence.
Our family will appreciate any assistance, any help from anybody, and especially our advocates. Please, this was a young lady with children. We need justice. We need help. We need answers. And if you can help us with that, we'll really appreciate it.
Here we go. God bless you, Kathy. And once again, we won't stop until we get answers.
Thank you.
God bless you. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more conversation. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
You are listening to the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
This is 1017 The Truth, Kyle Wallace, and the time is now, Milwaukee. Truth to Power is your platform, and on my show, our community always has a voice. There is no topic that is off limits, and I always give you my authentic opinions on how I feel, because keeping it real is the only way I know how to get down. Listen to Truth to Power with me, Kyle Wallace, every day from noon to 1 p.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube at 1017 The Truth. Milwaukee Black Talk.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you can save between 5 and 20%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. Visit amfam.com to learn more. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Orthodontic Experts Wisconsin believes everyone deserves a confident dream smile. We offer braces for $195 a month, subject to terms and conditions, and accept most major insurance plans like Medicaid. Traditional metal braces, discrete gold braces, and invisible clear aligners. Orthodontic Experts creates personalized treatment for the whole family. With clinics in Beloit, Hills Corners, Madison, Menominee Falls, and Mount Pleasant, there's no reason to wait on your smile transformation. Call Orthodontic Experts today for your no-cost consultation. 855-720-2470.
Tracy, going back to the process, and as it relates specifically to the partnership that Old National Bank has with Housing Resource, what does the process consist of when coming through this program?
You know, it's a referral process. We work with clients that first-time homeowners that may not have the counseling that they need. They may not have the equity, the down payment that they need. So we refer them to our partners like HRI or Housing Resources, Inc., because we recognize that those organizations, they have the resources, they have the tutorial documentation and all of those things that are necessary for first-time homeowners that don't know the process, may not know the system, may not know what's required for home ownership. So working with Housing Resources Inc. and other partnerships that we have like through WIDA has been very, very advantageous, not only for us, but also the organizations, but also for the community.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app at 1017thetruth.com.
I'm gonna make a change for the better. The revolution now is the time we get it together. I made peace with self, now I'm healed and ready. Illuminating from within, I'm prepared and ready. Got my boots strapped, locked and loaded, ready for war. About to take back the corners in the grocery store. Trying to say today I got the cap with a hole in it. Straight out the project, so you know I'm a menace. About to hit the block hard, non-stop till we finish. I'm the cure for the crisis, black, bought that and righteous. Let's go for the children. Here I come to save the day.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. I want to head over to Port Washington, where they are questioning the arrest of the citizens that got arrested protesting the data center. Now, we had a conversation about the data center. A lot of people are coming forward trying to get information, protesting, getting arrested, about these data centers, these AI data centers, and we have a story about the community having concerns about people expressing themselves and getting arrested for asking questions about the data center. Hey, I knew this was going to happen. When you see white women getting arrested live on TV, speaking out, it's going to be some repercussions, because they don't play that extra. Not in Port Washington. They ain't going to take that. We got video footage of this. If you're watching this, we broadcast live. Let's listen.
This is an abuse of power.
A controversial data center in Port Washington has brought out passions for months, but no one expected any of this. As a speaker ended her public comment at last week's Common Council meeting, she took her seat and started chanting recall. Officers asked her to leave, but she didn't. Video shows the police chief and other officers removing her from her seat. A statement from Port Washington PD says officers tried escorting her out when she went limp, saying she engaged in, quote, passive resistance before she was cuffed.
What is the badge number?
2 other women were also taken into custody.
And I never thought something like that would happen here in Port Washington.
The incident has sparked outrage. Monday night, people brought their concerns to the Police and Fire Commission.
I was shocked by what happened, but I hope we can heal from it.
Mike Beester is a member of the Great Lakes Neighbors United group, the same as one of the women arrested. Beester is one of a handful of people sharing comments with the PFC.
How can we trust the Port Washington Police Department to protect this community and enforce the law if they can act like this with impunity?
The speakers calling for accountability.
Made me sick. I know I'm not the only one who doesn't support the data center, and this was a blatant misuse of power.
Monday, the PFC and chief did not address the incident. Those opposed to the data center say they'll continue to voice opposition despite what happened.
All right. Hey, I deal with protests all the time, but when you see them little townships and they start going crazy like this, I seen this during COVID-19, where they said that the people couldn't play in the parks, and they wanted their kids to play in them parks, and they went up there to the Common Council meeting, told them they was going, if y'all didn't open up them parks, I'm going to take your job. And they opened them parks. I'm trying to tell you, they opened it up. Now, she talk about recall. Okay, she put that dog whistle out there, and then they put the handcuffs on her. Trust me, these people don't play. It ain't like how we do on the north side. We sit there and let people play in our face. These small towns, they don't operate like that. If they have a community concern and they get to getting rough like the police did with that lady, they done started the revolution. Some folks ain't gonna have no jobs. They gonna really vote you out. See, the one thing I know, when I start seeing commotion like this in small towns, and particularly towns on the outskirts of Milwaukee, when they get disgruntled about something, they really go to the voting booth and really let them see that, okay, you're not going to be here no more. See, we play around with these politicians, and we hope they do better, and we get mad, and then we forget about it 15 minutes later. But I knew once I seen they put that white lady in them handcuffs, I said, okay, now this is the follow-up story I've been waiting to see. I knew this was going to happen. But here we go. The trust. See, they big on trust. We don't have no trust for the police like that. There's a lot of mistrust on the north side for the police. But in Port Washington, they like the police. They're doing a great job until they do something like this, trying to stop somebody from speaking out. I already knew that this was going to be. I can't wait to see the next story. Because now that this gaining traction, trust me, that data center might go up. That data center is still going up because sometimes, it's business, township business. But the people that voted for it, they might not have no job, but the data system might still go up. But the council members, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. I would love to see how many of these council members still be around after this next election. Hey, look, when we come back, they saying that the stimulus might be coming in December. This is the rumor. I guess we got an update to see if it's actually going to take place. Are we going to get that stimmy before the end of the year? We're going to talk about it when we get back, Truth Nation. Stay locked in.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Your benefits, competitive. And you built a culture so healthy, it's practically kombucha. Also, you can recruit the best. Building the strong workforce your company needs, that's worth working for. And here is how you get there. Here at MATC, where skills get built, best practices get hands-on practice, and industry-led programs equip candidates for their first day. Going up. By graduation day. Here's to turning real up-and-comers into your next hires. Here's how you get there. Here at MATC.
Did you forget the first day of school is this week and little Nancy still needs her name embroidered on her backpack? Or the company shirts are due now, not next week? Maybe the boss just declared Steve's retirement party is today and the shirts are mandatory? Whatever the rush. Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more in Mequon has got you covered. With fast turnarounds, no minimums, eco-friendly printing, and high-quality custom apparel, Big Frog brings your custom ideas to life fast. Stop by Big Frog in Mequon or visit bigfrog.com/Mequon. Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more, where your ideas leap to life.
This is your Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin Community Impact Moment on 101.7 The Truth.
What was the life change? You know, we all know it happened and we know things happen and you have bad kidneys, but what was the life change afterwards?
A couple things. Before they even allow you to get on the list, they make you go through a battery of tests. And, you know, a lot of people don't qualify because they're overweight or they have high blood pressure or high cholesterol. So all those things are requirements before you can even get approved to be on the list. So I had...
Wait, you got to be approved to be on the list?
Absolutely.
Wow.
It's interesting. There's a professional athlete or former professional athlete I know right now that has kidney disease and he's on dialysis and he wants to get on the list and he's not accepting all the things you have to do, you know, to get on the list. But yeah, so for me, I spent 30 years in the automobile industry. You know, that's 12, 14-hour days, eating whatever somebody brings you to eat, whatever you run out and grab, McDonald's, whatever. It was never salads and, you know.
Yeah, but that was a choice, right?
It was a choice. Yeah. But I had to change all of that to even qualify to be on the list. I had to get down to the weight I had to be at. I had to get my phosphorus under control, my potassium under control.
Wait a minute, even though somebody said they would give you a kidney,
absolutely,
you had to still make yourself eligible?
Absolutely.
Nah, that's okay.
When I mentioned the athlete, his relative actually died, and they wanted to take his organs, and they couldn't because he wasn't qualified. He wasn't on the list. Wow. Yeah, you have to be.
So there are over 100,000 people on that waiting list. So they are very serious.
And how many donors do we have?
And that's the problem. We don't have nearly enough donors.
Wow.
And that's why it's such a critical need. But they are serious about who they're giving that gift of life to because there are so many people who are literally dying waiting for it.
To make an impact by donating blood in your community, visit versity.org today.
This Associated Bank Sports Center update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Andrew Zimmel. The NBA Cup quarterfinals begin tonight, and it'll be without defending NBA Cup champs, the Milwaukee Bucks. The Bucks are off until Thursday night's home matchup against the Boston Celtics. And Milwaukee Brewers second baseman Bryce Terang was announced Tuesday as a member of Team USA for the 2026 World Baseball Classic. 26-year-old Terang was a Gold Glove winner in 2024 and broke out at the plate this season, hitting 18 home runs and 28 doubles. And Wisconsin running back Cade Yakimelli plans to enter the NCAA transfer portal, according to multiple reports. Yakimelli joined the program as a three-star recruit in the class of 2022. His role shrank this season in a crowded running back room. Yakimelli received only 38 total carries over 10 games. He now enters the portal with a final year of eligibility remaining. This True Sports Update was brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams, member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, at 1017thetruth.com.
.101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Now that was I guess it was circulating online that they was saying that there might be a STEMI coming in December of 2025, IRS direct deposit relief payment and tariff dividend. We got the fact check. I guess they went into the fact check to see if this was actually true. This was what was circulating online. We got audio on if this is actually true or not. Should you be rubbing your hands together for that STEMI? Let's listen.
President Trump hinted at the possibility of another round of stimulus checks for Americans, saying the money for the checks would come from tariff revenue. His administration sent out similar checks, of course, during his first term. So what are the chances it happens? What are the conversations being had this time around? Notice reporter Violet Jarrett joins us to explain. Hi, Violet. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. Thanks for having me.
I guess the obvious question is there a chance this happens, or what are the chances that this actually happens?
It's difficult to say at this moment. I will say yesterday at the White House press briefing, Caroline Leavitt was asked, is the Trump administration committed to sending these checks to the American people? And their answer was yes. And since that Truth Social post from Trump, we've gotten more details. For example, he said that the checks would be going to middle to low income people. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent indicated that that would be individuals or families who make $100,000 or less. So we're getting more details about the plan. But as for whether or not this actually comes to fruition, it's a bit difficult to tell. There's a couple of factors at play that have made some people skeptical.
All right. We still in limbo. We don't know if it's gonna take place. I guess I'm still skeptical.
If you make less than $100,000, maybe.
You think it's going to happen?
I mean,
this
it's starting
December?
to feel more and more likely.
Like this December?
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, are you going to get your $100 on the way-in?
No.
So
will I get my stimmy from my weigh-in? No.
No. You won. You won the weigh-in.
Thank you.
It's over. Like,
I agree. But now they're telling me I got to lose another 17 pounds.
That's the weight gate. It's called weight gate. Hey, look, they got you. They spinning you in circles. They don't want to pay you.
Exactly.
That's wild. That's wild. Once the weigh-in was in, you were supposed to get that 100.
I lost weight. He gained weight.
So you more confident in getting the stimulus check from the government
than getting paid? Yeah.
Than getting paid your weigh-in fee for $100. Wow. That's deep.
I trust the government more than I trust my coworker's story.
Hey, you won. Hey, it was live on the air.
Wouldn't have happened.
So you got evidence.
My weight loss coach, Tory Lowe.
Hey, you got the evidence. It happened live on the air. It's on camera. Maybe you have to take him to small claims court.
I might have to.
I can see you in the duelist small claims court right now, talking about you won the weight loss challenge. Over $100, but then you got to add the pain and suffering in there. You got to, for the simple fact that they tried to make you do it again.
If we do this, will you wear a suit and tie? Show up to small
I'm not. I'm done. If you let them play you this time, you might get played the second time. I don't know. You got played, fam.
That's tough.
All right. Well, I want to get to something that ain't as It's kind of a little bit more serious. But there was a Kenosha County school staffer that was charged with sexual assault. And this is popping up all year. School staff, either they beating up the kids or they sexually assaulting the kids. The paraprofessionals beating up the kids. And school staffers are being accused of sexually assault every other day now. What is going on? Y'all think, look, I'll probably be the only show that stays on top of this because I deal with it. I get the calls. I have to deal with it. And so when I see this stuff, I think that people are not really truly understanding about what is at stake when you let your kids get around these adults. And I think that many times we got to get back into the training of how to teach your children how to deal with adults when they're out of their position, when they get out of position. And we got to start getting back at that dining room table, regrouping, rethinking, and reshaping before you have to call Tory Lowe and say that your kid had been a victim up at the school. Because you take them up to the school and you say, okay, the teachers are there, they're there to teach you and all of this other stuff, but you also got to teach them, okay, if the math teacher does anything outside of teaching math, you got to let me know. Because then you don't tell them that, and it's the math teacher. Hey, the math teacher, hey, you want an apple? You want start, hey, you want a Snicker? You want some candy? Next thing you know, I'm going to keep you after school, and you're going to help me, clean up the class or help out with basketball. And next thing you know, they driving I got to drive with you. And next thing you know, something extra going on. You got to kind of keep your kid in the right idea of the right positioning of these, of who the adults are. If they ever get out of that position, let me know. No, if the science teacher there to teach science, math there to teach math, the football coach is there to teach football. When they start getting outside of those boundaries, let me know. Then I'll come and talk to him and say, what's going on? Well, we got video of what's going on in Kenosha. Kenosha County school staffer got new charges on a student sexual assault. Let's listen.
County school staffer accused of sexual assault of a child. 33-year-old Anna Crocker has 4 new felonies in this case. The DA's office announcing the new allegations involve a 13-year-old and a 16-year-old. Prosecutors say that multiple inappropriate messages and videos with those students were found on her phone. Crocker previously worked at Riverview Elementary in Silver Lake. The Kenosha County School Board fired Crocker last month. Court records show her bond is set at $500,000. Crocker is back in court November 22nd.
Now, this is wild to me. And this is kind of like the Planet Fitness thing, where the 16-year-old was homeless, I guess, and needed help. And then these adults take advantage. Well, this teacher, how do you feel comfortable sending a student a pic? I mean, like this. First of all, they not paying the phone bill. First of all, you sending a pic to a child, they are not paying the phone bill. So you know the parents are gonna see this picture.
You're talking like a rational person, though. That's the problem.
But what I'm saying is, think about it. Like, you sending they don't even own the phone. That's all I'm saying.
These people are sick, Tory. They're sick in the head.
I guess.
I'm serious. Like I said, you're coming at it like a rational person. Like, you're doing this. Like, they're not rational. They're disgusting people.
Of course they're disgusting. But what I'm saying is, they just so thirsty for the kids that they not even thinking straight. That's all I'm saying. The thirst is real. And just in the last 2 months, we had a pastor, Planet Fitness, a couple school teachers, a coach. Okay.
We had a guy trying to go to Europe.
Yeah, tried to, do international child abuse situations. This is why I say I'm always, as long as I'm broadcasting, I'm always try to let people know that these people exist and shine the light on this, because I'm gonna tell you, this is definitely something that a lot of people, when they see things move in the dark, they're able to thrive. Like if the child is not, the parents are not active. If they have broken families where it's like a single parent, or somebody authoritative is not around, or nobody's checking on these kids, a lot of these predators, they look for that, the vulnerability. And so when they send the pic, I mean, you got to be so disgusting to send a child a pic. I mean, this teacher was definitely mentally off, but at the same time, she's criminal. I mean, I understand people always try to throw it off on mental health, but sometimes your mental health issues is criminal. And yeah, you might have to try to pull a Slender Man situation where you could go through the medical and then they'll let you out. I don't know. But I think that sometimes you just evil. And a lot of people want to blame this stuff messing with these babies on like this mental health. No, but I believe that you evil to me, because something in your head ain't clicking, and maybe the demons that you done summoned from whatever you was practicing then took over to me. You got obsessed, but that's demonic. When they say 6'7" and they get to waving their hands, conjuring up the spirits, y'all better stop y'all kids from saying 6'7". Because that came from a demonic rapper on TikTok. And they said a little boy was doing it. And I'm going to tell you right now, when they be waving their hands and they be saying, what are you conjuring up? Hey, look, when we come back, notice Andrew didn't play the rabbit hole on that either. Every other thing he tried to play the rabbit hole on, but he ain't played the rabbit hole on the 6'7". It's demonic. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more conversation. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
On Sunday afternoon, the Milwaukee Panthers continue their homestand as they take on the Indiana State Sycamores.
3-on-2, Pippa White into the paint, reverse layup for EPW. Hubbard nearly dragged the pivot foot at the top. Run a wheel play, Seth gets it back, rises up for an 18-footer and hits it.
Scott Warris has the coverage Sunday starting at 12:30 on 1017 The Truth and the Milwaukee Panthers Sports Network from Learfield. Tip-off happens at 1 p.m.
Ho, 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 my back.
Santa?
Ho, 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 Gina Della from Pella. You've been a good girl this year.
Is that why you're in here building new windows?
Yes. Next year, how about just asking for a Pella gift card? My elves are used to designing windows from other places where they're all pretty much the same. But Pella? Ho, 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 so many customizations and designs. My elves aren't qualified, so Santa has to put in some overtime. Ho,
Let me make a call. BRB.
Frighteningly fast pellet team at your service. Let us take it from here, Mr. Claus. And Gina, next time.
Yeah, I know. Santa already lectured me. Ask for a Pella gift card.
What if you need new windows or doors, but you're on the naughty list?
Then this will definitely help. Right now, at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, get 0% interest for 24 months.
Ho, ho, ho! Visit the Pella site, and to all a good night.
PellaWI.com. Service restrictions apply. 12/31/2025.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are much closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Heart of Canal Street, for over 30 years, our hearts have been set on making a difference for children in our community. Now through December 10th, we invite you to share your heart by playing the Canal Street Bingo game at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Every time you play this special bingo game, you're helping to raise funds for children's charities in southeastern Wisconsin. Learn more at potawatomi.com/heart.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Happy kids heal faster, and that's why Starlight is dedicated to improving the mental well-being of sick kids across the U.S. Learn how at starlight.org.
Seriously injured? Call Gruber Law Offices today.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Seven The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. We got to head down to Atlanta where there was a dispute at Bojangles. A man's daughter was in a dispute with the manager, and like a father would come and try to check and see what's going on to defend his daughter, he ended up getting shot from the situation. We got video footage of this, what's going on right now. If you're watching this, we broadcast live once again, a situation in Atlanta where a father came up to his daughter's job to handle a dispute between her and the manager and end up losing his life. If you're watching this, we broadcast live. We got video. Let's listen.
George, that's according to an arrest warrant I got my hands on. It says that Maurice Evans, the worker here, did confess to shooting Dominique Goodman. Now, a family friend said Goodman arrived here after his daughter, who also works here, said she had gotten into an argument with Evans. A customer here told me it is a shame, just a shame, that a simple argument can lead to a father losing his life.
That's why I don't argue with people, man. I'll advise anybody on that. Don't argue with nobody.
That's advice from a Bojangles customer after he learned why the fast food restaurant was closed. I told him an employee here is accused of killing the father of his co-worker in the store's parking lot.
It's disturbing.
Maurice Evans faces murder, aggravated assault, and felony possession of a firearm during a crime and the death of Dominique Goodman. Palmetto police say a manager sent Evans home for the day Sunday afternoon. Officers say instead of going home, Evans waited for about an hour for Goodman to arrive.
And when the guy got out, he got out shooting.
Marlene Lately says she is a family friend of the Goodmans. She says Goodman's daughter works at the restaurant and called her father for help after getting into a dispute with Evans. Goodman then came to the restaurant to check on his daughter.
He's very protective of his children, just like anybody would be.
She never expected it to end with him dead. Lately says Evans can't claim self-defense.
He sit there in the lot waiting on him to come up there, so he actually had it planned.
Now a daughter is without her father and a worker faces serious charges. Lately says people have to learn to solve their differences peacefully.
Everything is about guns, guns this.
Look, this is only confirmation what I've been telling people this whole year. Don't argue with nobody. Don't get into no real serious conversations where, the stress levels can escalate, because I'll say this. As a father, whatever the situation was, to check up on his daughter, he didn't have to die. He didn't have to lose his life coming up to where he was going to try to, he old school. The old school, we got to go and see, we going to come see you. And if my baby called me and saying I got a problem at work with a man, with somebody that's supposed to be the manager, I'm on my way. And they said that he was out there waiting on them. As soon as he got there, he came out shooting. Now, I don't know what the dispute was between the daughter and the manager. And sometimes, it'd be that little extra that be going on at work, and then people start getting into it at work, and the dad probably was like, you know what, I'm going to go come up there and see about my daughter, but he never thought that he would never make it back home. And this is why I always reinstate this over and over and over again. It don't pay to argue with nobody nowadays, because a little small argument can escalate into a life-ending situation. And not just in Milwaukee, across the country right now. I don't know what's out here. I don't know what people smoking. I don't know where the mentality is sunk so low that where people don't even want to have a conversation and correct themselves. Everybody just overly self-righteous at this point. You can't correct me. You can't say nothing to me. I bet you she told him, hey, my daddy on the way. Oh, your daddy on the way? I don't care. Bring your daddy. Tell your daddy to come on. So he can't even get self-defense because he could have went home. They said they sent him home. He sat out there in the parking lot and waited. The mentality, the low vibration is out here. Some of y'all right now want to argue with somebody. Y'all want to get on that phone and y'all want to argue with somebody right now. Y'all want to go up to the school or y'all want to go somewhere because one of y'all loved ones calling y'all up there. I'm telling you, you may not come back home. You thinking about what you finna do, but you ain't really thinking about what they can do. And you got to see the whole picture. You got to come up with a well-rounded plan you got to have an escape plan. Because if it get out of hand, you can lose your life. This culture today, the mentality today is trash. It's trash. The low vibration, you can't say nothing to nobody. This is why I don't argue. I don't practice it. I don't practice it. God bless you. Because as long as I can move myself or move my people around, I'm good. Ain't no, it's the principle. Ain't no, you know what? I got to check this, check the people that you got to check now. It's a time for when you got to check people, but it's a time to walk away too. It's a time to really understand that the nonsense is really not worth getting involved in. Understand what I'm saying? Josh in the chat says, you got people out here that can't take rejection and criticism. Most people don't even know how to read, let alone communicate to resolve conflict. It's the mentality. And then y'all listening to all this music that's telling you, hey, you know what I mean? You kind of hypnotized, bought it out. Common sense then went down the toilet. It's trash. This is why when I see things going on, I always tell people, go home. Like if I'm riding down the street and I see a bunch of people arguing, I just come and say, go home. Everybody go home. Everybody go home. And you know what? They be relieved because the instigator then got them ready to fight. Somebody that instigated it to the point where they think that they got to go all the way. That's why when I come into a situation, first thing I tell people, go home. Get out of here. It's over. Whatever y'all got going on, it's over. And they, for some reason, it been working. It did. I got it on video. Like I mean, I can show you better than I can tell you. But I'll tell you right now, people don't want to engage. It's just they get hyped up sometimes, or they peer pressure, or the instigator. First one hit my hand. Kind of who the baddest one. So now you got to go all the way with it. But if you just show up and be like, everybody go home, that's what the police do. Police come break it up. Get out of here. Everybody start running. Because authorities show up. When you got authority, you can show up and do that. It is not just the police. Throw a house party and then the parents show up. Everybody running. Why? Because authority shows up. When you got authority, when you walk in authority, you can do that. The only reason it ain't working for you because you ain't claimed your authority. You might not be that. We got Brother Love on the line. Brother Love. How you doing, Brother Love?
Hey, Tory, man, you need to stop. You know you like arguing with me, man.
I do not like arguing with you. You know I don't argue with you.
I'm trying to be a comedian and have some jokes.
That's fine.
No. Hey, Tory, do you think she might end up getting back with the dude after that happened to her pops?
So you think it was some kind of relationship?
You know, love is. Or I don't know the facts of the situation, but I mean, you know, when you have a daughter, you have any kids, Tory?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you have a daughter or kids, when your daughter have a boyfriend or a
you think that they was going together? You think that the manager and the worker was talking and going together?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? So I vowed never to get in my mama, my sister's and them business. I never got into nothing. After about 14, I got into my sister's business. I was like, hey, man, you hear me? And he ended up checking me, man. Like, hold up, little dog. Hold up, this is my woman. And I listened. Mm-hmm. And I never got into my sister's, mama and them business relationship because they always got back with the guy.
So you saying if it's a relationship idea, don't get involved in it?
Yes, because you know when you're looking at that, Tory, on a serious note, you are seeing a phenomenon. That's a phenomenon. That's something. It's something, man. And yes, man. Rest in peace to the brother, man, and just God bless the whole situation.
All right, Brother Love. Thank you for tapping in. It's just one of those things where you just got to move with caution. You got to be careful. Even now with these young, especially with these young people that listen in the NBA YoungBoy, that you know, some of this music, boy, if they listening to that and they zooted out over that, you got to approach the scene careful. You got to be extra careful. Mo the Elephant says, I want no Italian beef today. Eddie, I'm following Tory Lowe's advice. Oh, wow. Eddie must be in the chat starting trouble. Hey, look, when we come back, I want to talk about this Marlon Wayans. We didn't get a chance to talk about this at the Pop Culture Report, but Marlon Wayans and 50 Cent going back and forth. I want to talk about this because I got a question for Truth Nation. I need y'all to weigh in on this. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Come in with straight truth.
If you acted up, if you were out here doing any kind of foolishness or just something that people know would make your family's name look bad, your neighbor from down the street, if they see the son or daughter, be like, what are you doing? They gonna call you out. They gonna let you know that they saw you, and then they gonna tell you, come here. Now you know I'm gonna tell your daddy.
That part.
There are a lot of times when people are new to an area, they don't know where to plug in. And anybody who plugs in the 101.7 The Truth and listen to you and Dame and Truth Nation would know that there is a significant public outcry when violence happens in our community. Don't worry about the outcry if you're not listening to the right people. So I would encourage her to tune in to 101.7 The Truth and listen to you guys, Denise Thomas, Dr. Ken Harris, Tory Lowe, and definitely Sherwin Hughes every day.
Watch all your favorite 101.7 The Truth shows by subscribing to 101.7 The Truth on YouTube.
Hey there, Jane Lynch here. You want to hear something funny? Too bad. You want to hear something uplifting that will inspire you? Good. Because today, I want to talk to you about Direct Relief, a humanitarian organization that does seriously good work when it counts. Fires, hurricanes, earthquakes. When disaster strikes, Direct Relief immediately shows up with medicines, medical supplies, and everything doctors and nurses need to save lives. Let's ship her out! Every day across the United States and around the world, they're making an enormous difference. If someone needs help, Direct Relief helps. No politics, no red tape. Hey, what you doing over there?
Oh, I'm packing insulin for kids with diabetes.
See, every box here is literally a lifeline for someone in critical need. So check them out at directrelief.org and donate if you can. You might just bring a smile to someone's face.
People don't realize that glaucoma is one of the leading causes of blindness.
Because there are often no early symptoms, nearly half of those with glaucoma may not even know they have it until vision loss has occurred.
I was diagnosed with normal tension glaucoma in July of 2020. And what we found out at that point was I had already lost 40% of my sight. And you think it only affects people that are, 75 or older, retired, grandparents, and that's not the reality of it.
I didn't think at all glaucoma was going to affect me because I didn't know of anyone that had glaucoma, no one in my family. When you have glaucoma, you can't get back that sight that you lost. And so early detection and treatment is vitally, vitally important.
Don't miss life's most beautiful moments. Schedule an eye exam today.
National Glaucoma Research, a Bright Focus Foundation program, offers free resources and tips for healthy vision.
Learn how to protect your sight at stopglaucoma.org.
Breaking news, weather, entertainment, and sports. We have it all here. This is 101.7 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the third hour of the Tory Lowe Show. And before I get into this 50 Cent Marlon Wayans beef that's going on over the Diddy documentary, I want to go to Memphis. I want to head over to Memphis right now, where a mother who was shot 20 times by her husband survived and shares her story, telling a powerful story how she was able to survive This is amazing. I need y'all to lock in, Truth Nation. A lot of domestic abuse going on, but this woman lived to tell her story. If you're watching this rebroadcast live, we got video and audio. Let's listen.
I can't use my arms like I used to. And it's hard. That's why I cry a lot, because it's like I can't believe I went through this situation.
Sam, a mother of 4 daughters, says she decided to leave her husband after years of verbal and physical abuse.
Why couldn't he just leave me alone and let me go by my life? Like,
Sam says her husband, Ahmad Sam, shot her after she decided not to return home. She says the day of the shooting, her brother took her to get some clothes for work. When they stopped at an apartment complex in South Memphis, her husband appeared.
And he looked at my brother and he started shooting at my brother. My brother ran, and after that, it's like he continued to, after shooting at my brother, he continued to shoot into the car.
Sam says she's thankful to be alive and that her daughters still have a mother, but this holiday season, her spirit is at its lowest.
Just like the holidays don't feel the same to me anymore, because I can't just get up and go cook like I used to, because I'm so used to cooking everything for my family, and I'm left disabled. I appreciate my family so much, because it's like you never know what situation you may go through, and you don't know who will be there for you.
Ahmad Sam remains in jail and charged with 2 counts of attempted first-degree murder.
Wow. 20 times. You know what? God got something, that he want to do with her life. I mean, this woman shot 20 times, shot at the brother. And this is where I say, the red flags, when you got to see, I think that many times we fall in love, or we deal with people and we overlook some of the red flags when somebody, is talking aggressive, or red flags, verbal abuse ideas, or physical abuse. You got to be careful, because that could cost you your life. You know what I mean? I'm sure that before this happened, there was a certain level of abuse going on. This is why I say you can't accept abuse in no form, and no kind of format, especially if you're in a relationship. I mean, you got to realize, okay, if it ain't working, we can leave each other. She tried to leave. He didn't want her to leave, and he wanted to take her life. It's amazing that this woman is alive to tell her story. But this goes out there to all of the people that's in these relationships where if you're in a relationship where you being abused or verbally, any type of abuse, you gotta have an exit plan, because these people, sometimes they'll talk. Sometimes when people say things and it sound like they joking, or you may not think that they may do it, but trust me, if they wasn't thinking about it, how would they be able to say it? So they hadn't already thought about how they was gonna do it to you just to even say it. Think about it. Somebody's, I'll beat you up. They didn't already thought about punching you at that point. They didn't already in their mind kind of visualize beating you up almost. It just ain't manifested. So this the same thing where, you say, oh, I could beat that person. Well, you know how people be like, no, I could beat him up, or I could beat her up. They didn't already figured out a plan, or it already went through their mind on how they was going to knock you out, or how they was going to slam you. They hadn't already thought about it. So if you're in a relationship with somebody all day, y'all arguing back and forth, or they calling you out your name, or they saying things to you, they already pre-thought about it. That's sick. That's a lot of, that's hard to think about, because then they'll say they love you. This is why I don't hear all of that. You can't tell me you love me and say something crazy to me. That ain't the love I want. That ain't nothing I want to deal with. I got a bad temper too. You ain't the only one walking around here thinking you tough. That's why you living with somebody, that's a lot. And then you try to escape, and then this happens. I I wish we can go into 2026 and really reshape the way that we engage with each other. I hope that one day we can all be respectful of each other's spaces and try to work together to build. Because right now, all I see is crash out. If I can't get my way, I'm crashing out. People can't take criticism no more. People can't take good advice no more. It's wild out here. Red flags. Say no to abuse in any format. Any format. I don't care if it's small type, little slick stuff or somebody that smacked you in the face. It's time to go. You gotta move around. Well, I want to get into this Diddy and Marlon Wayne's situation before we, get to the end of this segment. So 50 is taking a lot of flack for this documentary. I see everybody that was close to Diddy or knew Diddy, they trying to take shots at 50 for putting out the documentary. They're responding now. I want to open up the lines. Do you think that 50 deserves the backlash he's getting from Hollywood? You talking about Marlon Wayans, Ja Rule, Dame Dash, and people who probably, to me, when I look at it, liked Diddy. Do you think that he deserves the backlash? Because, I got an opinion on this. But I want to hear yours. We got some video of this, of the backlash 50 is receiving from this documentary. Let's listen.
We ain't baby oil clothes.
Nah, you stupid.
But, look, Puff is...
Nah. You working with
Puff? Puff for 30 years.
You saw Big before he passed?
Yeah.
Bro, so you're close. And Jack, what were you saying?
In the documentary, there was insinuations of, that Diddy possibly had something to do with both Tupac and Biggie. And,
Who's telling the story, right? You can skew...
People very close to the situation.
But you can create any narrative as a producer and as a director and as a storyteller. I can create a narrative. I could be like, you know what?
You have.
I could create a narrative.
Well, we see it all the time in reality shows. Reality shows.
Yeah,
that's how you write a narrative.
It doesn't mean it's true. I can get interviews. I can do this. I can get footage, and I could make you think this about that person.
Nah, for sure, yeah.
And that doesn't necessarily mean it's true. So for me, I think, look, 50 and Puff have a long-term beef. It's personal.
People are saying 50's wrong for doing it, but 50's right for doing it. It's divided.
It's between him and Puff. And before it's between him and Puff, it's between both of them and God. Just the way Puff is down on his luck and 50's kicking a man when he's down.
God is going to...
If 50 ever luck turn on 50, that you got to be careful what you put out. There's a karma to every action that you do.
All right. So kind of defending Diddy, because he was his friend. See, this is where I say, when I looked at the documentary, I seen women crying, saying that they were sexually abused by this man. I see that artist that he had coming forward saying how he treated them. Like, you can't shape that kind of narrative. That's all I'm saying. This was definitely surgical. This documentary was definitely surgical on Diddy's legacy. But you got people trying to call 50 a sellout. We talking about women saying that they woke up after being drugged and raped. All right. From their mouths. Okay, that's all I'm saying. So are you defending this behavior because that's your buddy? Or is Hollywood upset because they can't go to no parties anymore? The parties are not acceptable anymore. No more parties, no more Diddy parties. I don't know. Then Ja Rule made a statement, but it made me think, Ja Rule and 50 been beefing for a long time, but Ja Rule and Diddy was close friends. But I did see that the bodyguard, that used to be the bodyguard, Diddy's bodyguard and Biggie's bodyguard, had a story of Ja Rule and Diddy in the room doing extra stuff. So these are people that are closely associated or affiliated in some kind of way with Diddy that's making these, that's, kind of pushing this backlash against 50. We got Deja on the lines, 833-212-1017. How you doing, Deja?
How you doing, Tory?
How you doing?
Oh, this is one heck of a topic. I ain't gonna lie, I've been waiting to speak about this. So my thing is this: any celebrity that is speaking up on Diddy and trying to defend Diddy and his actions off rip, they're mad that their sugar daddy is in jail. That's how it's gonna feel.
Oh wow!
Y'all mad that y'all not benefiting no more from them parties, doing whatever y'all wanted to do with them parties because Diddy allowed it, and Diddy also, it could also be behind the scenes talking to them, telling them to put the pressure on 50 Cent because they don't want him to get charged with more stuff that's gonna come out and has been already out.
Right.
So for everybody that's benefiting off of Diddy, yeah, they gonna sit up there and talk crap about 50 Cent because he's telling the truth. And anytime somebody tell the truth, what happens? It's always a pushback because nobody really wants to face the truth.
They don't
want
to be exposed, right? Wow. You said a mouthful, Deja. You said a mouthful. And when I tell you that you got to look into the people that's really trying to give 50 the backlash. How deep was they involved in the situation? That's all I'm saying. Do 50 deserve the backlash? Get that up in the poll. Let's get that up in the poll. Do 50 deserve the backlash he getting from releasing this documentary? It was a lot of victims in this documentary. Sometimes when you see documentaries, it is all speculation. It is people that's kind of speculating, kind of inquiry, kind of like the Inquirer, like, okay, you don't know if it's true or not. No, we got live people that was actually involved in these situations on audio recording, the Keefe D telling how Diddy, kind of maneuvered during that time when Tupac got killed, and it alluded to him being a part of Biggie's death. And if you look at how Tupac was killed and how Biggie was killed, it was almost the kind of same setup. I don't know. But when we come back, we got Eddie. We're going to talk to Eddie. Truth Nation. Stay locked in.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com.
From the biggest plays on the court to the comments made in the locker room after. An in-depth recap of every Bucks game. In 6 minutes. No more, no less. Bucks in 6 on the Bucks Plus audio network. If you missed any of the game or just want to relive the biggest moments, Bucks in 6 provides game recaps every morning after. Hear the high-flying dunks from Giannis or the deep threes from Miles Turner. And catch the comments post-game about what happened on the court. Bucks in 6 on the Bucks Plus audio network. Find it now on bucks.com/plus or on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is Sherwin Hughes from 101.7 The Truth for Axe Housing. Are you tired of paying a landlord rent when you should be paying yourself? Do you want to leave a financial legacy, or would you like to have a stable place to call home? Well, it's time for you to start on the path to owning your own home instead of renting. You can work with an Axe Housing coach, and they will teach you how home ownership can be a reality. Axe Housing has helped over 4,000 families in our neighborhoods. Many times your mortgage will be a lot less than what you're paying for rent. As an average Axe family who has been helped pays around $900 per month. No matter what barriers you think you're facing, Axe Housing coaches can assist you right now. An Axe Housing coach will help you create and stick to a plan and a budget and get you ready for home ownership. If you're not dreaming of home ownership by now, you certainly should be. Let's make it a reality with Axe Housing. Get started on a virtual orientation by clicking on axehousing.org. That is ACTS housing.org. Don't let where you are financially right now get in the way of your very bright future of becoming a homeowner. Axe coaches are here to help. It starts with a spark. At Milwaukee College Prep, they nurture that spark from age 3 through 8th grade, building scholars with knowledge, character, and confidence. 88% of their students face economic hardship, but that does not define them. At MCP, they see students' potential, and they help them live up to that potential. 4 campuses, 1 mission. College and beyond, MCP is free, high-performing, and open to all Milwaukee families. Visit MilwaukeeCollegePrep.com to enroll or get involved. That's MilwaukeeCollegePrep.com.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are much closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Heart of Canal Street, for over 30 years, our hearts have been set on making a difference for children in our community. Now through December 10th, we invite you to share your heart by playing the Canal Street Bingo game at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Every time you play this special bingo game, you're helping to raise funds for children's charities in southeastern Wisconsin. Learn more at potawatomi.com/heart.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app at 1017thetruth.com.
Seven The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. We've been talking about this abuse that's going on. A woman survived 20 shots and lived to tell about it. And this goes into trying to identify the red flags before it gets to that point. I think that many times we get suckered into the love aspect, but then the respect is not there, and let the abuse begin. And many times these situations end up and not bad for the person that's, trying to love, trying to be loved, trying to receive it. We got Eddie on the lines. Eddie, how you doing, Eddie?
Tory, I'm doing good. Once again, where's my intro?
I know that ain't who I think.
Where's my intro, Tory? There we go. Can we get him a watch? Can we get him like a stopwatch or something, or a red light that goes off when he's supposed to do it or something? I'll come down there myself and help him. I can do that.
What'd you say? It's time in the
Tory, that's right. Tory, I got a couple things to comment. First of all, again, I want to apologize not just to Milwaukee's black community, but to America for not kicking P. Diddy's ass when I had a chance to.
Yeah, you said you met P. Diddy.
I did, and we got into it, and he backed down from me, Tory. And if you don't believe me, I could pass a lie detector test, okay? Second
You didn't
of all,
wake up
Tory,
not knowing what happened to you, did you?
No. I was standing on a sidewalk, fully clothed on like 56th Street or something in Manhattan.
At least that's what you
everything
think.
was fine,
That's
Tory.
what you think, Dad.
100% fine. I wasn't missing any time.
You heard what he did to the producer, Lil Rod.
I what?
You heard what he did to the producer, Lil Rod.
Yeah, he didn't do that. He didn't do that to me, though, Tory. You would have been very proud. If you would have saw me, you would have said to, like, DJ Brother Z, you would have said, Eddie's got some moxie. He's got some chutzpah. He's got some juice. Because I stood right up to him, and he kind of backed down a little bit, okay? Okay, the second thing about this, and this ties into my second comment, is that all these people that were around him knew he was abusing people. They might have been part of the abuse. They went back for the abuse. So they're a party to the crime. They're not as innocent as they're making themselves out to be. If I'm sexually assaulted by somebody, I don't go back there 32 times in 2 years and then I call myself a victim and everything goes awry. I don't do that. They're a part of it. They were a party to the crime. Sorry. Now, my third comment is about women. And we all, kind of act like there's a lie, there's a delusion, there's a narrative that women want nice guys and want men to be respectable to them, and they're looking. That's a lie. That might happen after 50, and they've got 4 baby daddies, and they're trashed out, and their body count's 1,000. Then they want the nice guy who's stable because they're emotionally and mentally burnt out. But women do not want good men in their prime. They just don't. They think good men are boring.
They don't want
They're not
good men in their prime. What are you talking about? You saying that no woman wants a good man?
I'm saying that women are addicted to drama. It's like a drug. So if you're a nice guy, you're not providing any kind of drama for them, they'll go to the guy who will. So if you're a great guy, you're an insurance agent, you'd be a good husband, a good father, a good son-in-law, a good brother-in-law, or Johnny down the block just gets out of prison and he's loaded with Hep C, right? And he's got all these negative things. He's got to go to his PO, but he gets it right. They prefer the guy who's kind of a dirtbag because he provides the drama that they need, and the drama's like a drug. They don't want decency. They don't want a guy who's nice. That's like driving through Kansas or Nebraska. It's flat. It's boring. Women want Colorado. They want Utah. They want ups and downs and twists and turns because they got to keep their mind busy. They need the drama. It's what they're about, Tory. Okay, where's my music?
All right.
Where's my music?
Well, that's, once again.
Oh, Jesus, Andrew. God, we got to get this straight, Tory.
Here we go. Oh, my goodness. You know what? Sometimes Eddie just makes me laugh. I mean, that's a lot going on. All I'm saying is that when we talk about the backlash, and the backlash from 50 is, I'm just wondering, are the people, the characters that are stepping in, trying to give them the backlash, they're tied to a lot of stuff that may be questionable, and they were running around with Diddy during his time. So I think it's not quality backlash. It's not quality where these people are, you know, where they may have some questionable things that they may have done in Hollywood. Hollyweird. That's all I'm saying. So here we go with the I don't think that when you talk about Diddy, that nobody actually really thought that Diddy was a nice person due to a lot of his artists, even Mace coming out saying a lot of the things that they had to go through. A lot of people already knew a lot of these things that were in the doc. It was just the behind the scenes research that was added to the doc that made the doc so pivotal when it came to being actually getting him in a space where he had real life people speaking and not being you didn't even have to assume really some ex-workers that worked with Diddy. So like I said, I mean, a lot of people are weighing in on this doc. I thought it was highly interesting, and like I said, that they said he was behind Tupac and Biggie's. I know that Tupac had a lot of heat. He had a lot of heat with Keefy D with Tupac, but I never thought that he would be behind Biggie. Maybe I thought that was more retaliation, but hey, now that I've seen the doc, man,
playing both sides.
He wanted to be the star.
How'd that work out for him?
Who rose? It worked out fine. He became an even bigger star after Biggie and Tupac was gone.
Yeah, I agree with
that.
He
went from an A&R to one of the biggest rap phenomenons. He wasn't even a good at rapper. He just became the biggest thing in entertainment after that.
You don't think Jay-Z became bigger?
No. I think Diddy was bigger than Jay-Z for a long time. I think Jay-Z was a better rapper. Yeah, Jay-Z was way better rapper. But I'm talking about as far as captivating, Diddy. Yeah, Diddy was way more captivating. So, I don't know. Not really. A City Girl says, Cassie is about to get sued for passing around the HPV package allegedly. He got famous off of stepping on people. Diddy did. Hey, all of Hollywood have their day of reckoning. If not right now, the Lord will do it. Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversations. Stay locked in.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
You make time for everyone else, family, work, everything in between. Now it's time to take care of you. If you're 45 to 64 and don't have insurance or your plan doesn't cover screenings, you may qualify for free mammograms and Pap tests through the City of Milwaukee Health Department's Breast and Cervical Cancer Awareness Program. Call 414-286-2133 to see if you're eligible. Real self-care starts with your health, and early detection saves lives. Funded by Wisconsin Well Woman. Learn more at milwaukee.gov/wellwoman.
We believe that self-care isn't selfish. I'm Maddie from Sweet Talks, a woman-owned and operated medical spa fostering self-love and confidence. We believe that beauty is about feeling empowered from within, and it's truly a passion for our team at Sweet Talks. Your goals are our goals. Our services go beyond injectables, including facials, lasers, medical weight loss, hormone therapy, and more. There's even a cafe, complimentary to all patients. Get started today at Sweet Talks in Menominee Falls. Learn more at sweettalks.com.
This is your Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin Community Impact Moment on 101.7 The Truth.
And what are some of the ways that you're inspiring people? Because, you know, one of the biggest opportunities, in particular in the African-American community, is access, exposure, and awareness.
For Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin, we've been here 76 years.
Wow.
And our mantra is saving the lives you love. So if someone you love needs a blood transfusion and they're in any hospital in Southeast Wisconsin here, that blood's coming from us. And so we're trying to make sure that we're communicating that, because I think folks maybe don't understand that blood can't be manufactured. And summers are always tough because schools are out and we collect about 20 to 25% of our blood from schools. Mm-hmm. So it's always a day-to-day struggle. We say that the blood that's on the shelves is the blood that saves lives. And a lot of times people are compelled to donate when something bad happens. And our mission and our job is to educate folks so that we can get ahead of the curve and keep 3 days of inventory on the shelves. Mm-hmm. So we're in a decent spot right now, but we're on the streets every day trying to inspire people to join our mission. One of our big projects that we're proud of is Versity on King, which is part of the Thrive On collaboration in the Gimbel Schuster building on Martin Luther King Drive. And next year, we're going to open a destination center there. It'll be a blood donation center, but it'll be more than that, because we've realized that we can't be transactional with our relationships in the Black community. We need to do things that are intentional and that show that we're there to stay. But the reason that we're there is because not enough people that look like us donate. And so for disorders like sickle cell disease that disproportionately affect us, the race can matter. But I like to say that, you know, Black folks have a superpower in their blood. 44% of Black blood donors will have this rare trait that makes their blood more likely to be able to be a match for a sickle cell patient. And that 44%, like that is way higher than what we would find in other races.
To make an impact by donating blood in your community, visit versity.org today.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat. Lion Forge Entertainment is an Academy Award-winning Black-owned film studio that focuses on diverse stories. The company is working on several new projects aimed at younger audiences, and Lion Forge founder and CEO David Stewart II says you might be surprised where he's seeing opportunities with Gen Z.
In some ways, some of this stuff is actually kind of coming full circle. I was just circulating with our team some articles that have just come out around Gen Z going back to the movies, and that's their new interest point right now. So yes, YouTube is growing and a lot of eyeballs are going there to kind of find content, but you know, they want to go to the movies because they want this unique experience that they haven't really had, you know, because they've had the screens in front of them all the time. They've had that on-demand content. So, you know, it's interesting how things are kind of coming full circle.
Lion Forge Entertainment won its Oscar for short film Hair Love, a story about a Black father learning to style his daughter's hair for the first time. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
This Associated Bank Sports Center update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Andrew Zimmel. The NBA Cup quarterfinals begin tonight, and it'll be without defending NBA Cup champs, the Milwaukee Bucks. The Bucks are off until Thursday night's home matchup against the Boston Celtics. And Milwaukee Brewers second baseman Bryce Terang was announced Tuesday as a member of Team USA for the 2026 World Baseball Classic. 26-year-old Terang was a Gold Glove winner in 2024 and broke out at the plate this season, hitting 18 home runs and 28 doubles. And Wisconsin running back Cade Yakimelli plans to enter the NCAA transfer portal, according to multiple reports. Yakimelli joined the program as a 3-star recruit in the class of 2022. His role shrank this season in a crowded running back room. Yakimelli received only 38 total carries over 10 games. He now enters the portal with a final year of eligibility remaining. This True Sports Update was brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams, member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Yeah. Boots on the ground. We taking back everything they said we lose. Let's go. Here I come to say the day. No more excuses, ain't no more.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Look, joining me live on the V-Mix, advocate, author Elizabeth Brown. If y'all want to see Elizabeth Brown as we broadcast live, go to the YouTube, 1017 The Truth. How you doing, Queen?
Hey, salute King, all is well.
Troy Medley's death was ruled as suicide. This is the man that was allegedly hung himself. This is what they're saying in the Brookfield golf course area. And the family wants to see the video. They want to see the video to prove, or any type of evidence to prove, that if this is what you're saying happened, then show us. Because other than that, that's going to be a problem.
It's their right to see it. Especially if you're going to rule it, whatever it is you're going to rule it, prove it. Because again, they have every right not to trust it. Because again, if you look at the statistics, we don't choose that way. So that's not normal. So again, say no more and show the video.
Also, Charmaine Nixon found near a local grocery store in the bushes, unalived. And once again, the family called into the show saying that they just want to see evidence of what the police is saying. Another family that has been denied the ability to see what the police have to say, to make their kind of conclusion to the case. But once again, another two families that all, you seem like 2 minutes. All they got to do is sit down for 2 minutes. That's what we got, and keep it moving. But now it's adding more stress, not only on the family during these times, but on the community as well.
Absolutely. And again, then you have to ask yourself, because again, for the community, for us, we, the people who pay these people's salaries, who the reason why these individuals have a job, we pay for the equipment. Why isn't it that when we request something that our money then paid for, and we shouldn't even have to request it? That's the crazy thing. If you saying that it is what it is, then it shouldn't be hard to show the tape. I'm not understanding why a family would have to continue to ask, beg, or demand. That should be automatic. And the sad reality is, again, where she was found, whose district is it? Because again, these are what your older people. You ought to be able to go to these people and them being able to make something happen.
Right.
Why the hell can't they see the video footage? What's the purpose of all the cameras? Because again, when it's beneficial for them, they hurry up and release it.
Automatic.
Give these families what it is they need so they can grieve and move on. I'm not understanding the logic behind it. Just like when we was working with the Joel Acevedo family and several other families about the body cam footage, these cameras that's clocking the community. Why the hell can't we see it? It shouldn't be that hard. Especially since we paid for it.
It's not. Okay, if you got a clip,
come on.
It ain't like you got to sit there a whole hour to do this. And they giving the family the runaround. This is what I heard from the loved one, Kathy, that called in, that they keep getting the runaround. The detective saying they come in at this time, come in at that time, then finding out they ain't even there. Why is they even doing that? That's so disrespectful. This is why I'm happy that we got a show that the families can actually call in and tell y'all what they going through. So when you get in the situation and it happens, you understand what's going to happen to you.
Absolutely. And that's the crazy part, because again, it's so obvious. The sad part is our gut. The way they have us set up, They have us moving everything. We're behind. We are the horse behind the cart, and city being in front of the cart. We are private citizens, and the things that we do should be private. They are public servants. What they do should be public, but it's the opposite.
Wow.
Like, we got to make it make sense. Like, how the hell are you a public servant and the things that's taking place is being held private from the public, and everything the public do to you is you have access to that?
This is where I say that we gotta all year. We have talked to family after family after family going through these situations and how they being treated and who's actually responding to them in a way where they can get some results. It's almost if you can't get to, if you can't come this way, you may not get nothing. If you can't, they reach out to me to try to get some kind of relief, but like you said, where's the alderman? Where's the people that's over the district? Where they can reach out to them. Hey, this is what's going on, but yet. Okay, and I think that I'm tired of blaming these elected officials because it's really our fault. Because we are going to the ballot and we're casting our votes and issuing them another 4 years at a term.
Absolutely. I totally agree with you. But at the same time, I'm still placing blame. This is in totality. Again, like I said, we've been a fool for a long time. Right. Nobody before the Tory Lowe show has ever had the real life conversations so you can see exactly what's taking place. These so-called, like I said, public servants, okay, who supposed to serve is not serving, not doing their damn job. And we have to understand as the people, the things that's supposed to be public, supposed to be what they doing in their damn jobs. You know what I'm saying? But again, like you stated, we also have to take accountability for that, whether you went and voted for these people or you didn't. The reality of it is, until we change our vote, our mind, they're going to continue to do the same thing, because family after family after family that's coming on the Tory Lowe show who have said it continuous. Again, my question is, what the hell? Nobody's working. Everybody that's voted in, that's getting a check, not doing no damn work, and everybody doing the work, not getting the damn check. Come on. That part.
I wish
for
you
nothing.
Get a raise, and people, after case, people saying this, you ain't responding back. I mean, man, I got the wrong
again,
choice.
Not even just only a raise, because I think that older people was making $70-some thousand a year. I wish I could do I wish I could go to work every day and not do my damn job and just get a check. Because like I said, one thing for sure and two for certain, when you looking at them, they eating good. They definitely not missing no meals. I wonder if the gym plan a part of they pension. Okay?
At least setting the sauna or something.
You know what I'm saying? And sweat some of that, you know what I'm saying? Like that turkey bacon off. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a sad reality that family after family, when we're talking about, even with the police, why the hell do we have to rally? Again, they made this big thing, had us throwing more money at the body cams, these cameras that's going up. Again, we paid for it. So why the hell do we got to get an attorney and sue you to get the information that should be at hand for us whenever the hell we need it?
I guess you got to do an open records request, and whenever we can get to you, we'll send it.
And even when you do the open record request, because I had met with a police officer not too long ago about an incident, and it was supposed to be recorded. I go and do the open request to get that information and that body footage, and it disappeared.
Oh, wow.
Okay, it's on the paperwork that it was supposed to be recorded. But now that I'm trying to get it, it's no longer there.
Oh, wow.
That part. malfeasance. Okay.
You know what? Whew. All right, look, when we come back, I want to get your final thoughts on the show today, Elizabeth Brown. Truth Nation. Stay locked in.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Hey, think you're the ultimate trivia champ?
Well, prove it against us, your favorite WTMJ host.
It's free to play. All we ask is bring a new unwrapped toy to benefit Capco's Kids to Kids Toy Drive.
Or you can donate at WTMJ.com. Just text TOY to the WTMJ talk and text line.
855-616-1620. Grab your friends. Test your smarts. All while helping a great cause. It's the WTMJ Trivia Challenge, coming to a place near you.
Check out the schedule of where we will be at WTMJ.com.
Ho, 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 my back.
Santa?
Ho, 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 Gina Della from Pella. You've been a good girl this year.
Is that why you're in here building new windows?
Yes. Next year, how about just asking for a Pella gift card? My elves are used to designing windows from other places where they're all pretty much the same. But Pella? Ho, ho, ho. So many customizations and designs. My elves aren't qualified, so Santa has to put in some overtime. Ho,
Let me make a call. BRB.
Frighteningly fast pellet team at your service. Let us take it from here, Mr. Claus. And Gina, next time.
Yeah, I know. Santa already lectured me. Ask for a Pella gift card.
What if you need new windows or doors, but you're on the naughty list?
Then this will definitely help. Right now, at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, get 0% interest for 24 months.
Ho, ho, ho! Visit the Pella site, and to all a good night.
PellaWI.com.
Service restrictions apply. Ends 12/31/2025.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are much closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Host an unforgettable outing and create special memories with your crew at a Milwaukee Bucks game. Groups of 10 or more can score ticket savings, block seating, and take part in special activities on game days. Showcase your team's talents on center court, score a high five from the pros, and more. There are great options for groups of all sizes. Start planning your ultimate Bucks basketball game day experience today at bucks.com/groups. That's bucks.com/groups.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Happy kids heal faster, and that's why Starlight is dedicated to improving the mental well-being of sick kids across the U.S. Learn how at starlight.org.
Call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Seven The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Joining me as we broadcast live. You can see her live, advocate author Elizabeth Brown, on the live feed. Elizabeth
Yes,
Brown,
sir.
I got a question. Do you think 50 Cent deserves the backlash he's getting from being a part of the Diddy doc? I mean, a lot of these Hollywood stars are uptight about the documentary, but I mean, I watched it and it was surgical. It had some information that the feds didn't have, they said, in there
That
about
part.
Diddy. So, I mean, but I've seen a lot of abuse in the documentary and a lot of people
Absolutely.
that were kind of coming forward and telling their stories that we have never heard. And what I'm saying is, why would you, it seems like they're trying to call him a sellout for being a part of this
Pretty
documentary.
much. Absolutely. And again, I think it's egregious. Hit dogs gonna holler. I think everybody who's trying to give a backlash, again, it reminds me of the family members who condone people being violated in the family when the uncle who done violated everybody in the family able to sit at the Thanksgiving table, and because the person who been violated, like, why is he here? Here she goes starting stuff. That's what's happening. So again, I would say to all of those who trying to say again what me and you talked about, the reality of it is nobody should be justifying anybody being violated at no shape, form, or fashion, and that what's done in this house stays in this house has been a violation, and we can no longer live up under that. Again, did he need to be exposed? I think the people who are trying to give 50 some pushback, I think it's a new day and it's a new time that we not only have to call it out, we have to stop it. And the beautiful part about that is, again, this is reactionary on the back end because there's stories way before this documentary came out of women and men who have said what was taking place. And not only that, in Hollywood, it's more than Diddy. It's bigger than Diddy. And a lot of these individuals who probably crying right now about what 50 didn't expose, again, because Hollywood is exposed in totality, but probably guilty of not only being at the parties, of not only partying, because usually some of the violated become violators. You understand what I'm saying? So I think it's a beautiful thing that the documentary did come out. I don't even think 50 cared no way. But however, like I said, a hit dog a holler, where there's smoke, there's fire. And I would just advise anybody, if you want to change the past, you have to make sure that you call it out and cut it out. At the end of the day, this sickness that has been taking place, like we said, people violating our children, women, men, anybody who's out here violating, hurting innocent life. Again, I said, not only point them out, call them out, and then get rid of them. Period.
And giving people a pass. And when they're abusive, like dealing with people in a rough way, and being and making sure that this is his lifestyle. Like, it's a lot of people are afraid of that have gotten into places due to being abusive toward others, and they kept quiet.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And that's what I'm saying. We can no longer allow, a lot of people stood by and allowed this. Okay, Diddy was the monster that he was because individuals allowed it. He was the monster because even with my violator, Tory, inside my family, again, I realized that I was carrying a scarlet letter that wasn't even mine. While I was keeping my secret, while my sister was keeping a secret, this person was able to walk freely and continue to violate. This is why you have to call them out again, because it holds them accountable for what they've done to you, and you're able to forgive, heal, and move on, but also stop somebody else. If the whistle been blowed, he can no longer go in places and spaces and act like he's regular, because he's not. You understand what I'm saying? So the reality is, salute to 50.
Marked for the rest of his life.
Period.
From this doc, man. He just got a Lifetime Achievement Award.
I bet. All of the pedophiles in Hollywood, pretty much.
Wow. Also, before we get out of here, I want to talk about this story in Atlanta. Father goes up to Bojangles to deal with a situation that was going on with his daughter. And Maurice Nolan Evans was the manager. And he, guess they sent him home because him and the father's daughter was into it. I guess she called her father to come up there. And this manager, Maurice Nolan Evans, waited for the father to get there and unalived him. This is something where I try to tell people, like, these are situations that when you talk about disputes and people getting involved and thinking that they're going to come up and try to check somebody, I say, man, look, this is something that was very unfortunate, but the old school men would go up there and have a face-to-face with a young man about their child.
Absolutely. But, I mean, it's a new day. It's a new time. And people have to understand that when you go and call yourself doing whatever, you have to understand whatever comes behind you trying to go and confront something. You have to understand that gate is wide open. And you have to make sure that you understand that a person has a right to protect their life. It don't matter how you was coming up there. You know, we have to go to thinking ahead. Again, that daughter, I feel sorry for her because, again, she's going to have to live with the fact that you called your father. You understand what I'm saying? And at the same time, this guy who done unalived somebody, which it shouldn't have never came to that. But again, at the same time, when it comes to a person's life, I love living. So if you going to approach me like you a threat, I'm going to do what by any means necessary what I need to do to protect my life to go at home at night. So with that being said, King, it's a time where we're telling people all day, every day, don't engage. Right. It's not that serious.
It ain't. It is not that serious. And the sad part about it is, Elizabeth Brown, every story that when we talk about this year in 2025, where it seems petty, but it resulted in the loss of life. I mean, it don't take much. It don't even take much anymore.
I mean, we already on edge, King. We dealing with so much, you know, this economy. Again, like I stated, we've been suffering above and beyond. We've been victims of every circumstance you can name. So again, walking time bombs at this point. So what I say is don't engage. It's never worth it. At the end of the day, if your child is having a problem at that job, there's too many jobs out here. Go somewhere else. You know, it's really not worth it at the end of the day because, again, now your father gone. She has to live with that. This person is going to be affected as well. The business is affected. Right. It's just when you sit back and think about it, it's never worth it. And a lot of people is out here, sad to say, on demon time. And that's why you got to vibrate high and know that you don't have to say anything. Disengage and move around.
Also, I didn't get a chance to ask you about the Cinnabon lady from that in Wisconsin. The Cinnabon lady, openly racist, said the N-word a couple times and got a GoFundMe up, and they raised all that money on the racist GoFundMe site.
I bet. Well, wow. You know, it's a lot of races. We talking about Wisconsin, okay? Right. We talking about it's a lot of races here. So I'm not surprised. But my thing is, you know, if you want to, I'm surprised, you know, she didn't get beat up. You know, right? Like, so say the N-word to the right one, and you gonna get, you know, you gonna have to read somebody Nikes.
The black soul fist.
Absolutely. And it should be on record that if you say the N-word, if you're not gonna charge them from saying the N-word, the person who beat them up from saying the N-word shouldn't get charged either. We need that on the docket.
Here we go. All right, Cleve. Hey, look, we got a lot of work to do. There's a lot of stuff going on out here. It's the end of 2025. Absolutely. We going into 2026.
Absolutely.
Man.
Stomping like big dogs. Hey, I'm here for it, King. Let's get it.
All right. I'll talk to you soon, Queen.
Salute.
All right, salute to everybody that joined the show out there in Radio Land. Salute to everybody in the chat. Another powerful chat. Where does the poll end? Does 50 Cent deserve the backlash? No at 87%. No at 87%. Hey, if you ain't joined the chat, you missing out. It's a whole life of his own. Salute to everybody that joined the show in the chat. I appreciate y'all. Salute to everybody that joined the Talk to Text, everybody that called in. Join me tomorrow for another powerful conversation. Look, keep your head on the swivel. Green don't always mean go, and look both ways before you cross the streets. I love you. Dr. Ken Harris up next.